In the quiet moments when the world slows and the clamor fades, you may find yourself confronted by a subtle ache, a feeling of drifting aimlessly across the landscape of your own life. This sensation isn't failure. It's a whisper from the depths of your being, urging you back to what truly matters. It's a signal, a sacred call from your soul, asking for reconnection, for purpose, for authenticity. You've wandered in pursuit of external validations, chasing fleeting shadows, while your inner compass lies dormant, shrouded by an incessant rush towards more. Yet, beneath the noise and haste, there exists a profound truth in the practice of Stoicism. It's a philosophy that offers solace, reminding us that while we cannot control the chaos beyond, we hold dominion over our choices. So take a breath, lean into this moment, and begin to reclaim your own sacred power. Uncover the meaning buried beneath. Are you ready to embark on this journey inward? Let's begin. As we embark on this profound journey inward, like the gentle unfolding of dawn upon a still lake, the sensation of feeling lost begins to unveil itself as a quiet yet insistent ache within the soul. It whispers in moments of solitude, a soft call not of failure, but of deep introspection. This feeling, akin to a leaf adrift on an unseen current, invites us to explore the intricate terrains of our inner world, where the true essence of our being waits patiently to guide us back to ourselves. In the vast expanse of the mind, often overshadowed by the demands of modern life, lies an uncharted territory, rich with potential and wisdom. Here, past the horizon of superficial ambitions, we discover the roots of our true essence. Feeling lost becomes a beacon, a nudge from the soul to reconnect and resume the exploration of these forgotten realms. Each revelation illuminates character and provides direction, guiding us toward a more authentic existence. This path is for those who dare, who want to face fears and vulnerabilities, emerging with a clearer understanding of purpose and place in the world. Restlessness finds us like an uninvited guest, an unsettling sense of displacement, signaling unresolved conflicts and desires neglected in the chase for external validation. Identifying this restlessness begins with peeling away layers of distraction, seeking the true needs masked beneath. Patience and honesty are required as we confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves, examining the inconsistencies between our experiences and our internal compass. Acknowledging these inner rifts starts the healing process, paving the way for a balanced existence, a life where actions echo the soul's desires rather than worldly expectations. In the hustle of life, reflection becomes a rare, endangered art. Yet, it is in these quiet moments of introspection that clarity emerges, helping us decipher the codes embedded in our restlessness. Reflection, like a candle flickering in the dark, allows us to sift through noise, reconnecting with our deeper selves. It offers clarity, illuminating paths forward with renewed grace. As we permit ourselves to pause in silence, our tangled thoughts unravel, revealing connections and patterns that have long remained hidden from view. This deliberate contemplation becomes a sanctuary, a safe passage back to our core, where we find solace and strength in clarified purpose. The sensation of being lost transcends mere disorientation. It is the soul's gentle beckoning, a call to return deeply to our authentic self. Often subtle, this calling arises in solitude or when life challenges us. In listening to this call, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, embracing our vulnerable humanity alongside our boundless potential. To answer the soul's call, we must create space for stillness and reflection, away from external demands, recognizing the patterns that guide us towards transformation. Dialogue with our inner self becomes sacred, revealing inner truths that lead to fulfillment and courage, a journey rooted in authenticity. In the cacophony of life, our inner compass may become dormant, waiting for realignment with its guidance. This navigation system, finely tuned to our true essence, offers clarity amidst external confusion. Reconnecting with it requires introspection, reflection, and faithful listening to the wisdom of our soul. As we silence life's chaotic noise, our internal guidance slowly awakens, revealing the pathways that resonate with our values and aspirations. This rediscovery empowers us to navigate existence with authenticity and grace, creating a life that reflects our true essence. In a world worshipping certainty and success, feeling lost is often seen as weakness. Yet within this experience lies deep wisdom, a transformative opportunity for the soul's evolution. To perceive this wisdom, we must embrace uncertainty, acknowledging that untraveled paths often lead to the most meaningful destinations. These periods challenge us to reimagine our identities, shedding societal layers and embracing unique contributions to life's tapestry. With courage to journey the unknown, we create space for growth, wisdom, and renewed purpose, illuminating paths yet unseen. Modern society prescribes success, defined by accolades and material possessions, often leaving us further adrift from our true self. The soul yearns for meaning that transcends achievements. Authentic success emerges from alignment of values and life choices. To unveil these illusions of success requires questioning societal norms, redefining fulfillment on personal terms. This is a transcendence from external validation to inner truth, crafting lives of authenticity where purpose naturally follows, and where success becomes a mirror of profound meaning and belonging. Throughout life, expectations shape who we think we should be, veils obscuring our true essence, leaving us disconnected. To return to our essence, we dissolve these veils, honoring our voice amidst external influences. This reclamation demands honoring ourselves beyond societal pressure, transcending expectation confines. Vulnerability and authenticity empower us to forge soul-level connections and endeavors, returning to paths reflecting our true essence, an empowering homecoming to the truest self against the world's noise. The journey of authentic self-discovery is one of courage and persistence, a pilgrimage into the soul's depths where our potential resides. Feeling lost becomes a catalyst for transformation, an invitation to strip false layers and unveil inner light. Diving deeply embraces unique gifts, aligning actions with purpose emanating from within. Embracing discomfort fuels growth, uncertainty guiding steps closer to our essence. This rise of the authentic self brings clarity, power to weave a life narrative in harmony with the soul's desires. In a world of stimulating noise, silence and stillness emerge as allies on this self-discovery journey. Quietude cultivates deep listening, attuning us to soul whispers, fostering transformation. Embracing silence gathers clarity to navigate life with authenticity. Creating time for stillness becomes sacred practice, reconnecting us to our core, encouraging confronting fears and desires, transmuting them into growth avenues. This silence offers a portal to transformation, inviting us to recalibrate compass and create a renewed purpose path. Vulnerability, often seen as weakness, plays a powerful role in authentic self-discovery. Feeling lost challenges us to embrace vulnerabilities, venturing into the rich fabric of emotions and relations. Herein lies resilience and strength, a deeper understanding of capacity for growth and transformation. By facing vulnerability, we transcend validation and acceptance masks, forging genuine connections on trust, empathy, and understanding. Vulnerable paths invite transformation, guiding us back to the essence of authentic self. Navigating life's complexity requires intentionality aligned with the soul's desires. The sensation of being lost offers a reset, focusing actions on resonant intentions. Awareness of motivations and decisions turns daily actions into sacred reflections of essence. Living intentionally imbues life with meaning, turning moments into opportunities for fulfillment. Embracing unique gifts and narratives offers fulfillment rooted in authentic expressions. Intentionality reclaims life's agency, guiding journeys resonant with heart's desires, fulfilling the soul's potential. At the intersection of purpose and passion blooms a harmonious life, aligning actions with soul's yearning. Feeling lost signals exploration here, uncovering sparks that fuel authentic expression. Embracing purpose and passion illuminates paths with vitality and joy. Delving into depths of passion crafts creative journeys on self-expressive canvases, contributing to humanity's mosaic. Through this, we transcend conventional success, carving pathways reflecting soul's desires while enriching self and world with authentic presence. Modern distractions often disconnect us from the depth and richness of inner worlds. Feeling lost signals cultivation of depth in experiences and relationships, journeys of presence and engagement, transmuting beauty and wisdom from within. Embracing depth in interactions roots the soul, aligning actions with authenticity. To cultivate depth is to resist superficial tides, seeking meaningful connections, transcending modernity's noise. Through intention and presence, we illuminate paths of authenticity, finding footing amidst life's complex tapestry, where the soul's whispers resound in pure form. The unknown, a realm of fear and possibility, presents life's canvas, awaiting our painted story. Feeling lost heralds entrance, a call to embrace and explore with courage and curiosity. Accepting the unknown requires release of control, surrendering to life's flow, allowing the soul to steer growth and evolution. Navigating requires trust, honoring inner wisdom's rhythms. Mystery births possibilities, unveiling transformative paths. Embracing unknowns transcends fear, awakening possibilities, guiding to authentic truth and potential. Our inner narrative, a powerful story, shapes perceptions of self and world, defining beliefs, values, and purpose. Feeling lost urges reclaiming ownership, crafting it with authenticity. This alignment reflects soul's desires, creating life's narrative in harmony with deepest beliefs. Reclaiming narrative means rewriting imposed scripts, crafting stories honoring unique paths and strengths. This celebrates past and present journeys, weaving authenticity through narrative fabric. Life becomes testimony to resilience and courage, shaping destiny in harmony with soul's purpose. Presence, artfully engaging the moment, counters disconnection often felt lost. As we cultivate presence, anchoring here and now, shadows of regrets and anxieties fade, highlighting clarity. Engaged presence nurtures moments' richness, illuminating paths with authenticity. Practicing presence means releasing distraction and embracing stillness, tuning into breath's rhythm and soul's whispers. This awareness reveals beauty in simple moments, awakening to deep connections within and around. Through awareness, hearts open to wisdom, navigating life authentically and fulfilled. Resistance arises when feeling lost, a reluctance to embrace transformation's discomfort. Releasing resistance is pivotal for growth, engaging in life's authentic flow. Surrendering resistance allows for true growth, opening channels beyond stagnation's confines. Resistance release invites confronting fears and beliefs, transforming them to growth opportunities. Trusting transformation aligns with authenticity, stepping into soul's true desires. This surrender invites profound change, authentic reflection, aligning actions with soul's quiet insistence. Detachment, central to philosophical tenets, liberates from external attachment bondage. Feeling lost invites exploring detachment's power, relinquishing material expectations for inner guided living. Detachment frees and clarifies, navigating worlds authentically. Practicing detachment fosters inner stillness, our worth not defined by circumstance. This liberation opens deeper connection and meaning, fostering soul-affirming relationships. Detachment anchors in timeless truths, reflecting essence, finding purpose and strength within. Core values guide through life's labyrinth, reflecting priorities and desires. Feeling lost signals disconnect, prompting realigned authenticity with values. Aligning with core values provides foundation, life reflecting essence's divinity. This introspection examines principles guiding paths, forging growth opportunities. Grounding actions in values brings confidence, ensuring authenticity. Through harmony with core values, life thrives. Paths illuminated with soul's innate truths, authenticity, and grace-leading journey. Dance between intuition and logic balances soul's whispers and mind's clarity. Feeling lost calls refining balance, uniting inner knowing with intellect's insight. Engaging intuition taps innate wisdom, guiding authentic fulfillment paths. This process, grounded in logic, transforms possibles to actions. Dance between intuition and logic cultivates awareness of journey, unlocking potential and fullness of being, aligning with soul's truth. Legacy transcends time, an imprint reflecting our essence and values. Feeling lost enables re-imaging legacy, fostering purpose and authenticity. Intention shapes legacy, harmonizing daily choices with impactful desires, positive world transformation. Embracing legacy's mindset transcends validation, finding fulfillment in the connection fostered. Legacy woven with intention honors soul's depth, creating narratives inspiring others to similarly journey. Solitude, often misconstrued, offers profound insights for seekers. Feeling lost, transformed, solitude becomes self-discovery's sanctuary. Here, inner voices recalibrate life paths. In solitude's silence, clarity and courage emerge to align actions with essence's truth. Immersed in solitude, distractions fade, nurturing dialogues with soul that guide authentic paths. Through solitude, power reshapes our narrative, life reflecting soul's rich tapestry. Fear often stalls self-discovery, barriers bridging unknown and potential. Feeling lost builds bridge between fear and faith, offering liberation from comfort's boundaries. Embracing faith transcends fear's limitations, possibilities expanding beyond horizons. Trust and surrender construct bridges, relinquishing attachment, embracing journey's wisdom. Courage faces fear with compassion and curiosity, unraveling confinement stories. Embrace of bridge deepens life's authenticity, leading to soul-fulfilling purpose. The emergence of authentic identity follows the feeling of being lost, a transformational rebirth from ego to soulfulness. Embracing this metamorphosis, honors growth cycles, shedding irrelevant layers, revealing uniqueness. Dance between vulnerability and resilience invites exploration, embracing identity's depths, letting narratives imposed by norms unveil true self, shining in soul-fed clarity and new purpose. Emergence claims rightful world place, authenticity rooted, legacies crafted with soul's timeless truth. Through these reflections, we see that feeling lost is not the end, but the beginning of a journey intertwined with paths awaiting discovery. It is a call to explore the interior landscapes of our being, to navigate through the shadows, and to emerge into the sunlight of our truth and purpose. In the dance of life, many of us find ourselves caught in the intoxicating pursuit of external validation. From childhood, we are indoctrinated into a world that measures worth by achievements, accolades, and the approval of others. We become trapped in a cycle where our actions, desires, and even our identities are shaped by the need for external affirmation, be it from parents, peers, or society at large. This constant chase creates a rift between who we are and who we feel we must be. As we reach for careers and relationships dictated by these external forces, we risk becoming mere spectators of our lives, our authentic voices silenced under layers of compliance and expectation. The result is a sense of disconnection, as though our souls drift, longing for a recognition that the external cannot provide. The true essence of who we are lies quieter as we chase these external markers of success. The inner compass, an innate guide leading us towards authenticity and fulfillment, grows silent. We find ourselves dancing to the demanding tunes of society, losing touch with the comfort of solitude and introspection that speaks our truth. Yet this compass, though hushed, is not lost. It waits patiently beneath the surface, a quiet guide that knows the path towards true purpose and meaning. The journey to rediscover this compass requires courage, a willingness to step from the chaos into stillness, and to listen once again to the whispers of the self. It is in moments of profound reflection and mindful silence that its wisdom reveals itself, guiding us back to paths that resonate with our deepest values and desires. This path is an invitation to trust in the gentle stirrings of your soul, redefining success and direction not from without, but from within. In a world fixated on material success, we often equate fulfillment with wealth and possessions. The illusion that happiness can be bought with bigger homes, faster cars, or higher salaries becomes a snare, trapping us in a cycle of accumulation. Yet despite acquiring these tokens of success, many find themselves haunted by emptiness, the sense that something profound is missing, that material possessions cannot fill the void where meaning and connection should reside. This narrative invites us to question the motivations driving our material pursuits. Are they reflections of our true desires, or are they dictated by societal standards of success? In shifting focus from outward measures to inward fulfillment, we begin to unravel the illusion of materialism, paving a way towards a life imbued with genuine meaning and connection. Beneath the societal ideologies and expectations, each of us harbors intrinsic values, the core principles that define who we truly are. Sadly, these foundational beliefs often succumb to the din of external pressures, leaving us adrift and disconnected from our true selves. It is through the process of introspection that we can unearth these values, probing what truly matters to us beyond societal expectations. In doing so, we peel back layers of conformity and discover whether our current pursuits align with our authentic beliefs and passions. This journey is one of self-discovery, creating a space for our actions to reflect our deepest truths, fostering alignment and personal growth, and nurturing a life rooted in authenticity and true purpose. Mindfulness, in its quiet grace, offers a pathway back to self-awareness. Amidst the rush and clamor of modern living, it encourages us to dwell in the present moment, observing thoughts and emotions without judgment. Through this sacred practice, we become deeply attuned to our true selves, cultivating a connection that transcends societal chaos. It empowers us to observe our inner experiences with curiosity, unraveling behaviors that distance us from our core. As we cultivate mindfulness, we create a space for introspection and connection, beckoning us towards a life of authenticity and peace, one that strengthens our bond with the self amidst the noise and distractions. The gentle embrace of solitude often becomes misunderstood as loneliness. Yet, it is a profound space where self-discovery and connection blossom. Solitude carves out room to engage intimately with our inner world, away from the external influences and demands. It is within this sacred space that we can explore our thoughts and emotions, uncovering layers of being often shrouded by daily life. Embracing solitude calls for courage, inviting us to confront vulnerabilities and listen to our inner voice, even when it whispers uncomfortable truths. Through the practice of solitude, we journey into the rich terrains of our souls, fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and reconnecting with the authenticity that ebbs within. Introspection, a reflective mirror of the soul, is a journey that illuminates the intricate layers of who we are. It demands vulnerability and honesty, providing clarity into the fears, desires, and beliefs that reside within. By gazing deeply into this mirror, we confront the depths of our being, uncovering truths that anchor our identity. It guides us through life's complexities, providing self-awareness that enables us to identify patterns and realign with our intrinsic values. Through introspection, we navigate inward, unearthing the profound truths that empower us to live more authentically and purposefully. In today's world, saturated with idealized portrayals, comparison becomes a pervasive trap. It lures us into measuring our lives and selves against others, leading to a perception of inadequacy and disconnection from our intrinsic worth. This mindset, often fueled by societal standards and social media, distorts our self-view. Breaking free requires a profound shift, recognizing that self-worth cannot be measured against others and embracing our unique journey. By focusing on personal growth and progress, we liberate ourselves from this burdensome cycle, fostering self-acceptance, empowerment, and honoring our authentic paths and contributions to the world. Detachment transcends mere indifference. It is an art form that encourages us to experience life without becoming ensnared by it. It whispers of freedom to seek fulfillment without the weight of possession and to exist without external validation. By acknowledging the impermanence of circumstances, detachment redirects our focus inward, allowing us to engage with life authentically. This philosophy liberates us from the bind of material and external pursuits, challenging us to release what no longer nourishes us, be it possessions, relationships, or expectations. As we embrace detachment, we reclaim our intrinsic essence, basking in a life inspired by genuine purpose and fulfillment. Amidst life's chaos, reclaiming inner peace becomes a transformative practice. It involves nurturing an internal sanctuary where the mind finds refuge and solace. As life's tempests rage externally, cultivating inner peace allows us to embrace centeredness, harmonizing our thoughts and emotions. This practice requires mindfulness, an embrace of intentional rest and reflection, reinforcing a balanced existence that strengthens our connection to self. Inner peace is not about escaping reality, but rather engaging with it from a grounded, serene state, creating sacred moments amidst life's frenetic pace. Authenticity is the return to our genuine selves, shedding the burdens of external expectations and societal pressures. It invites us to embrace our unique qualities and perspectives, expressing them fully and fearlessly. In a world encouraging conformity, living authentically is an act of radical self-acceptance and courage. It transforms us, cultivating a life that mirrors our true essence and enriching both personal fulfillment and impact on others. The journey to authenticity requires vulnerability, introspection, and resilience, guiding us to embrace genuine connections and align our actions and choices with intrinsic values. Shadow work entails a courageous exploration of the unseen and neglected aspects of self, those hidden fears and insecurities dwelling in the shadows of our psyche. This journey invites us to integrate these fragments into consciousness, fostering wholeness and self-acceptance. By confronting and embracing these parts with compassion, we transcend barriers that keep us unattuned to our core. Shadow work is transformative, challenging us to shine light upon self-criticisms and fears, liberating us to live authentically and without constraint, embracing our full, unseen self. Emotional resilience, an inner strength that weathers life's adversities, connects us deeply with ourselves. It acknowledges emotions with grace and acceptance, nurturing a mindset empowered by both positivity and vulnerability. Building emotional resilience involves processing emotions openly, rather than suppressing them, fostering healing and growth. Through mindfulness and self-compassion, we cultivate fortitude that supports well-being and fulfillment, navigating life's challenges without losing our sense of purpose. Rituals provide depth, grounding us in intrinsic values and aligning us with the world around us. These intentional acts create spaces of reflection, mindfulness, and authenticity amidst a bustling society. Rituals offer stillness and presence, whether through meditation, journaling, or moments of gratitude, fostering intimacy with self. Incorporating them into our lives creates spaces for healing and alignment, nurturing a profound connection to the self and the beauty of the world. The quest for purpose is a universal journey inviting us into self-discovery, authenticity, and alignment with intrinsic values. This pursuit transcends achievements, engaging us in life's existential questions and encouraging a life of impact and intention. By exploring passions and values, we align actions with our truths, fostering a life rich with meaning and fulfillment. Embracing this quest awakens our intrinsic worth and deepens our connection to ourselves and the world. Vulnerability, a practice of embracing our uncertainties and imperfections, fosters authentic connections with self and others. It calls for opening our hearts to experiences without fear, cultivating self-acceptance and empowerment. In a society valuing strength and perfection, vulnerability becomes an act of courage. This journey encourages shedding the masks obscuring our true selves, engaging with life wholeheartedly, and inviting authentic experiences that deepen understanding. Perfectionism often distances us from authenticity, driven by a relentless pursuit of flawlessness. It fosters dissatisfaction, bound by unattainable standards and fear of failure. Letting go invites us to embrace imperfections, recognizing fulfillment lies in authenticity. This path challenges societal dictates on worth, allowing engagement from curiosity and openness, liberating us from perfectionism into grace and authenticity. Forgiveness is a healing journey that releases resentment, transcendence beyond anger and bitterness. It invites letting go of past burdens, fostering peace and acceptance. By practicing forgiveness for self and others, we cultivate compassion, authentic connections, and well-being. This practice liberates us from constraints of resentment, inviting growth and deepening connection with self and world. Gratitude shifts focus from scarcity to abundance, acknowledging life's richness and fostering joy and contentment. It transcends superficial pursuits, nurturing fulfillment. By practicing gratitude, we embrace present moments with open hearts, discovering richness not in possessions, but experiences and relationships. Gratitude deepens self-understanding, fostering a life filled with connection and joy. Self-compassion involves kindness and understanding towards self, challenging inner critics and embracing humanity. It fosters self-acceptance and connection by recognizing intrinsic worth. This journey invites us into healing spaces, embracing imperfections and nurturing relationships with ourselves. Cultivating self-compassion transcends criticism, leading to paths of acceptance, authenticity, and empowerment. Creating emotional boundaries protects well-being, honoring self-worth, and fostering authentic connections. It prioritizes values and needs, creating spaces of respect. This journey acknowledges limits, nurturing emotional health and resilience, engaging from authenticity. By fostering boundaries, we align life with values and desires, cultivating empowerment and authenticity. The ego, a facade shaped by external beliefs, hinders authentic expression. Unraveling ego involves confronting conditioning, revealing true self. This journey of self-reconnection challenges beliefs, freeing us from ego's constraints and embracing authenticity with courage. This liberates intrinsic power, fostering deep connection with self and world. Self-expression, a dynamic dance of individuality, empowers authentic engagement with life. By sharing truths, we foster creativity and empowerment. This journey invites celebration of uniqueness, embracing life openly, dissolving limits, hindering expression. It invites connection and self-discovery, living a life rich with meaning and authenticity. Silent reflection offers introspective journeys, delving into the depths of being. In this sacred space, we cultivate self-awareness, peace, and authenticity. Engaging with silence fosters deep connection, allowing essence to emerge free of judgment. Through reflection, we embrace inner wisdom, strengthening connection with self and world. Reawakening the soul is a return to essence beyond constraints, honoring passions and truths. It empowers authentic engagement, celebrating individuality. This transformative journey transcends superficial pursuits, inviting connection with soul's depths, nurturing a life of beauty and self-discovery. It awakens richness, fostering life in authenticity and fulfillment. In the relentless hum of modern society, we find ourselves often seduced by the notion that life is a linear journey, a steadfast march toward the distant horizon where ultimate happiness and fulfillment await. This belief, powerful and pervasive, perpetuates an illusion, one where true worth is always a few steps ahead, tethering our sense of self to a constant race for advancement. We measure life against milestones, achievements stacked like stones in a seemingly endless pyramid of progress. Yet as we hurry forward, we may find ourselves ensnared in frustration, striving perpetually for more, yet feeling a profound emptiness. This endless quest can become a mirage, a shimmering illusion in the vast desert of our existential landscape, drawing us further away from the internal richness our spirits crave. To understand that progress is, at its essence, an inward journey requires a profound shift in perspective. We must redefine success and growth, seeking not distance but depth. Instead of feverishly pursuing what lies beyond the horizon, we must dive into the present moment, acknowledging that growth frequently wears a non-linear cloak, filled with twists and turns that cannot simply be measured by external achievements. The teachings of Stoicism offer a refreshing counterpoint to this relentless external pursuit. True progress, they suggest, is gauged by the cultivation of inner virtues and wisdom, qualities beyond the reach of conventional metrics. In focusing on that which remains within our control, our thoughts, reactions, and intentions, we find a more sustainable form of advancement. This perspective nudges us to redefine success, not by what is accumulated outside, but through the development of resilience, equanimity, and moral clarity within. Through this lens, progress becomes a tapestry, woven not through ceaseless motion, but through greater depth of character and understanding. In nurturing our virtues and aligning actions with our core values, we learn that inner transformation can flourish even amid external stillness. Each day offers its own opportunity to refine ourselves, strengthening the moral compass that guides us toward a more meaningful existence. Let us resist the lure to equate worth with unceasing achievement, instead finding peace and purpose in the act of being rather than becoming. Today's world glorifies speed as a seeming hallmark of success, conditioned to equate rapid movement with efficiency, competence, and ambition. We find ourselves ensnared in a race without end. Technology accelerates the pace, promising instant gratification, while simultaneously blurring the line between productivity and exhaustion. But in celebrating speed, we often lose sight of the richness that lies in stillness, the fertile ground upon which introspection and meaningful connection sprout. Yet in hastening, we risk detaching from ourselves and from those around us, confusing frantic activity with genuine growth. In relinquishing velocity, we gain patience and reflection, essential soil for mindful engagement with the world. Only by slowing can we attune our ears to the whispers of our inner voice, creating space for understanding and authentic change. Prioritizing quality above quantity, we unshackle ourselves from the tyranny of speed, rediscovering the richness inherent in each unhurried moment. The pursuit of depth over distance is indeed a philosophy, one that embraces life's richness without reducing it to a mere stretch of miles. In a culture that prizes measurable achievements, this concept urges us to delve beneath the superficial layers where true meaning and fulfillment reside. It invites us to nurture our inner worlds through introspection, self-awareness, and a thorough exploration of our values, pivoting away from external validation. Such an approach aligns with the Stoic emphasis on cultivating virtues and deepening our comprehension of both ourselves and the world. By shifting our focus from acquisition to understanding, we open ourselves to growth that transcends external achievements. Life's profound lessons often spring from moments of contemplation and stillness, where honest exploration yields genuine understanding. In this process, compassion, emotional resilience, and a sense of purpose take root. Depth over distance fosters a richer existence, emphasizing the value of our inside world over the endless chase for external benchmarks. This shift helps us escape the race for more, ensuring we stay centered on genuine self-discovery. Perpetual busyness becomes a false idol in today's relentless drive for productivity, reducing life to a checklist of tasks. The Stoic mission, however, steers us toward quality and meaningful efforts. By distinguishing between action and activity, we breathe new vibrancy into our days, allowing moments of presence and mindfulness to unfold. This approach releases us from the chains of to-do lists, letting us embrace the true essence of life, its beauty and complexity, beyond the daily grind. Understanding that self-worth is not bound by productivity liberates us to experience life in its entire spectrum, urging a shift toward what genuinely matters. As we relinquish this skewed idol, we uncover freedom in simplicity, leading to an existence intentional and joyous, and one that resonates with our true nature. But achievement, often hailed as the pinnacle of success, harbors a paradox. The more we accumulate, the more we desire. This cycle obscures joy and leaves us disoriented despite adorned achievements. Ambition is innate, but when unchecked, it may cause us to miss the quiet satisfaction of moments passing by. True fulfillment, however, lies not in mere milestones, but in aligning our actions with our deepest purpose and values. By embracing the journey and preserving sight of our goals, we cultivate gratitude and acknowledge that growth is rarely linear. Exploring Stoic principles encourages us to channel intentions and character over outcomes, granting us a sense of completeness not dependent on external laurels. As we address this paradox, we cultivate a healthier, sustainable relationship with our ambitions. Growth rarely follows a straight line. It meanders like a river, shaped by setbacks, stagnations, and unexpected turns. Our impatience with this reality can lead to frustration and discontent, but embracing non-linear growth acknowledges these elements as intrinsic to our trajectory. Such acceptance helps us honor life's natural ebb and flow, fortifying resilience and appreciation of the rhythm guiding our development. As we engage with each stage, we find joy and insight in the unexpected, growing content amid the winding path of experiences that shape us. Each moment, be it busy or resting, clear or confused, adds to our evolution, aligning us with an authentic and enduring sense of progression, reflective of life's intrinsic richness and complexity. The insatiable pursuit of more, a hallmark of modern life, propels us in perpetual flight, seeking possessions, success, and experiences that we hope will fill our voids. However, the Stoics encourage detachment from this endless chase, inviting introspection on what genuinely nourishes our spirits. As we untangle our desires from this frenetic pursuit, we create room for gratitude and centeredness. This shift allows us to mindfully engage with the present, foster joy during chaos, and recognize the richness of experiences steeped in gratitude, meaning, and depth. The present moment, often overshadowed by future aspirations or past regrets, offers a wellspring of transformation and serenity. Embracing the now means quieting the incessant mind to immerse fully in our experiences, appreciating the ordinary and drawing meaning from the mundane. Within this presence, authentic self-recognition becomes possible. Mindfulness in the present transcends the bounds of worry or distraction, forging a profound connection to ourselves and our environment. The Stoic commitment to focusing on now equips us to act with virtue, navigate external chaos, and recognize beauty inherent in each moment. Such unwavering presence aligns us with our authentic selves and imbues life with purpose and peace. At times of perceived stagnation, when life appears halted, lie hidden opportunities for growth and reflection. These moments, shaped by external metrics, may mask subtle transformations within us. This fertile ground prompts introspection, encouraging the unearthing of insights in stillness and shifting focus from appearances to internal alignment. Periods of stagnation can clarify aspirations, redefine milestones, and prompt self-discovery, integral to growth. Accepting stillness as natural cultivates resilience and adaptability, turning potential hindrances into creative boons for self-understanding. Reflection links self-awareness and growth, crafting wisdom through contemplation. In a world demanding motion, pause may seem counterintuitive, yet Stoicism esteems this practice. Reflection becomes sanctuary, inviting us into our thoughts and emotions, unhindered by worldly urgency. Here, we reassess habits, clarify values, and realign intentions with our true path. Embracing reflection, we confront uncertainties, expanding insights necessary for transformation. This contemplative space nurtures wisdom, compassion, and courage, renewing our commitment to authentic living. Amid chaos, reflection builds a foundation for growth, anchoring us to insights and understanding. Modern society's infatuation with time breeds impatience, while patience, a true Stoic virtue, offers freedom from ceaseless momentum's bounds. Patience nurtures growth through natural evolution, resisting premature unfoldment. Patience guides us with wisdom over haste, allowing resilience and graceful transition amid adversity. Patience, an act of love, trusts our journey, avoiding unfounded disquiet. As patience grows, we embody more compassionate presence, enriching ourselves and others, understanding that progress blooms with mindful presence over force. Ambition drives progress, yet unchecked, it fosters dissatisfaction, overshadowing journey joy. Sustainable ambition balances aspiration with contentment, harmonizing drive with gratitude. Aligning ambition with values, we adopt purposeful growth, undeterred by external validation or rivalry. Sustainable ambition sets meaningful goals, pursued serenely and without sabotaging present calm. Intentional approach to growth honors accomplishments, remaining open to life's unfolding mysteries. Ambition mingled with peace yields joy in journey alongside aspirations, guiding us to horizons where growth aligns with fulfillment's full measure. Life's paradoxical nature reveals contradiction, balancing joy with sorrow, stability with change. Navigating paradoxes requires embracing life's complexity, recognizing opposites aid growth. Accepting this, we release control illusions, adopting expansive understanding of life's multifaceted paths. Acknowledging paradox offers growth's reflection opportunities. Contradiction fosters resilience, wisdom, and insight cultivation, viewing unsure as testament to existence's richness. Embracing paradox births transformation and enlightenment, enabling weaving life's fabric with authenticity and trust. Internal fulfillment counterbalances external success pursuits, nurturing contentment from depth within. Where external achievements fade, fulfillment arises from self-embrace, value nurturing, and purpose alignment. Recognizing rooted fulfillment invites introspection, exploring depths with patience. Emphasizing inner joy over external accolades, values journey's beauty, grounding amid life's flux. Internal fulfillment transcends external validation, tying joy and well-being to authentic growth. As material gains fade, focus turns to inner riches, discovering fulfillment from depth's tapestry. Navigating life transforms identities. Embracing evolution requires open hearts, courage to redefine self. Adaptation reveals discovery's opportunity through self-growth and experience-led evolution, honoring transformation as natural. Transitioning identities enrich life through role exploration, balancing identity with purpose interplay. Flexibility grants path redefinition, fostering adaptability and resilience. Embracing identities is self-acceptance, confronting unknown to foster potential growth and understanding. Stillness, mistaken for inactivity, hides transformative growth potential. Stillness invites self-reflection's fertile ground where deep reflection occurs, free from distraction, engaging inner world's nuances. Stillness nurtures intuition and insight, channeling creativity and awareness. Embracing stillness permits compassionate observation of thoughts and emotions, clarifying path obstacles and value-aligned actions. In stillness, insight seeds wisdom, authenticity, and strength cultivation. Inner-outer disconnect creates tension when desires clash with external expectations. Resolution requires alignment through introspection, harmonizing authentic self with societal roles. Integration of inner and outer reinforces confidence, guiding life with resilience. Through reflection, fulfillment understanding strengthens, embracing approval freedom, recognizing inner fulfillment's source. Embracing alignment reclaims journey ownership, harmonizing purpose and authenticity. Uncertainty provokes unease, spotlighting life's unpredictability. Navigating with courage embraces discomfort and growth beyond comfort zones. Stoic acceptance of life's unpredictability nurtures empowerment. Courage grants freedom to explore unknowns, shedding limitations familiar confines impose. Embracing change, boldness fosters faith in navigating new territory, painting canvas of exploration. Transformation unfolds amidst uncertainty, urging pursuit of dreams with resilience and compassion. Purpose appears elusive pinnacle, yet emerges from inner value alignment with meaningful action. Purpose is lifelong creation, integrating sacred elements into life. Authenticity and action weave purpose, empowering passion-fueled engagement. Path to purpose is inquiry-rich, urging reflection and introspection, crafting significance-driven lives. Aligned actions affirm authenticity, engaging talents with insight and purpose. Purpose path guides, fulfilling existence, aligning us to belonging, contentment, and shared intent. Authenticity in a conformist world becomes radical self-affirmation. Authenticity rejects hollow conformity, honoring spirit and freeing true expression. Mindful value engagement nurtures individuality, challenging societal norms. Living authentically fosters genuine connection, replacing superficial comparisons, seeding empathy and trust. Authenticity resilience honors uniqueness without fidelity compromise. Embodying truth, challenge conformity, embarking on soul-infused journey rooted in authenticity. Resilience, art of bouncing forward, transforms adversity into growth opportunity. Resilience balances vulnerability and strength, confronting uncertainty with purpose. Mastery enables growth within life's challenges, navigating uncertainty with grace. Dynamic resilience fosters healing, reframing setbacks. Strength embraces change, fostering creativity and hope. Resilience as art connects us with ourselves, nurturing change-capable heart-inspiring world. Acceptance and change employ harmony to distinguish control, acceptance, and transformative alteration. This balance nurtures insight, mastering discernment to embrace life's infinite landscape. In the quiet contemplation of a philosopher's heart, one finds the delicate balance between what can be influenced and what must be released. The modern world, with all its complexity, often leads us to the illusion of control, beckoning us to grasp at shadows of power over external circumstances. We strive to shape our surroundings, believing that our lives will align with our desires if only we exert enough will. Yet, as the ancient Stoics wisely discerned, the universe unfolds with an indifferent grace, unconcerned with individual ambitions. The illusion lies not in the desire for control, but in the belief that such mastery over externals is possible and permanent. Within the fabric of society, this fallacy is perpetuated by the image of influence, celebrated and coveted, while conveniently overlooking the randomness and chaos inherent to existence. It is here, amidst the intricate dance of order and disorder, that Stoic teachings reclaim their perennial relevance. They gently guide us to recalibrate our focus, urging us to turn inwards and master our internal landscapes. This redirection is about embracing empowerment, found not in surrendering to the whims of fate, but in embracing the profound depth of response we possess. The boundary between the external chaos of life and the serene order within becomes a sanctuary. Our power, the Stoics remind us, lies not in reshaping the world's unpredictable nature, but in sculpting our responses to its offerings. This realization is the dawn of genuine control, not over the flow of life, but over the craft of intention. By respecting this boundary, we liberate ourselves from the exhausting struggle against the inevitable tides and redirect our finite energies towards cultivating lives rich with intention and virtue. This is not passive resignation. It is the artful redirection of our will, channeling it toward harmonious existence. Central to the peace of Stoicism is the clarity of differentiation between what is ours to command and what dwells beyond our sphere of influence. This discernment forms the bedrock of Stoic wisdom, inviting us to approach each day with an eye towards clarity and serenity. Internally, we are monarchs, holding sway over attitudes, beliefs, intentions, and reactions. These facets of our lives are sovereign territory. Meanwhile, the external realm ebbs and flows with chance, governed by natural laws and influenced by the will of others. Does not only make us more philosophical, it bears practical fruit, granting us the ability to prioritize well-being over outcomes outside our control. To perceive the world through this lens is to embrace a liberating humility, an acceptance of our humanity and the unpredictability of the cosmos. As we release our grip on externalities, we carve out space to refine character and intention. We cultivate resilience, equanimity, and purpose by nurturing what we can control. This practice of inner cultivation becomes our beacon, guiding us through life's vicissitudes with grace. The Stoic wisdom of this differentiation offers a timeless guide, a compass that navigates the complexities of modernity by anchoring us to our certain inner domain. Perception, the lens through which we experience life, holds our truest power. According to the Stoics, events remain neutral. It is our perceptions that imbue them with meaning, shaping our emotional responses and attitudes. In refining perception, we transform our interaction with reality itself. The mastery of perception does not lay in denying what occurs, but in engaging with events from a foundation of strength and understanding. This shift requires self-awareness and intentionality, calling us to become attentive observers of our minds, discerning the narratives we spin and the meanings we ascribe. In cultivating such mindfulness, we detach from automatic reactions and intentionally shape responses that align with our deepest values. The practice is akin to weaving a tapestry, thread by deliberate thread, crafting the story of our lives. Through this conscious perception, we claim authorship over our experiences, transforming challenges into avenues for growth. A profound gift of Stoic wisdom is the insight that our response, and not the event itself, is the key to peace and happiness. This wisdom invites us to explore the space, rich with potential, between stimulus and reaction. Here lies our freedom, the freedom to choose our response and transcend the role of victim, embracing life as an active participant. In choosing wisely, we navigate life's unpredictability with equanimity, turning obstacles into opportunities for self-betterment and growth. The cultivation of such considered responses demands mindful practice, a pause in moments of emotional turbulence to reflect upon values and desired outcomes. This discipline allows us to act with intention rather than impulse. With time, the clarity to navigate daily challenges with wisdom rather than reactive haste becomes second nature. In this practice dwells an inner freedom that no external circumstance can compromise. We learn to dance gracefully with life's changing rhythms, finding peace within the storm. Acceptance, a core tenet of Stoic philosophy, teaches us that peace comes by releasing attachment to that which we cannot control. This lesson challenges us, for it runs counter to societal pulls towards attachment. Acceptance is not passivity. It is the profound recognition that alignment with life's natural flow is the source of freedom. In letting go, we unshackle from the burdens of worry, fear, and disappointment, finding liberation in the art of acceptance. This journey toward acceptance transforms us, asking for introspection and trust in the present moment. It means embracing what is without resistance, relinquishing futile struggles against reality. Our acceptance directs our focus toward personal growth, resilience, and gratitude. Instead of being swept away by life's currents, we learn to float with grace. Cultivating acceptance shifts our mental landscape, where suffering dissipates and stillness prevails, forming the foundation for a life well lived. A meaningful life within the Stoic paradigm emphasizes virtue over external measures of success or material gain. Virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance defines fulfilled existence. By centering life upon virtue, we detach from societal conventions of success, redirecting focus to cultivating inner excellence. This emphasis yields a lasting sense of fulfillment and purpose, rooting actions in enduring principles. Living virtuously requires conscious effort and introspection, aligning actions with our highest values. As we shift focus from uncontrollable outcomes to our character's integrity, we gain resilience and authenticity. Virtue becomes life's bedrock, offering inner strength and unwavering purpose. Placing virtue at life's center, we uncover fulfillment independent of external validation. Our lives become legacies that extend beyond temporal confines, shaped by the values we hold. Adversity is an inherent part of existence, yet it is our navigation of it that contours our lives. The Stoics recognized adversity's potential as a profound teacher if approached with an open heart. By reframing challenges as growth opportunities, resilience transforms adversity into a crucible for character refinement. In adversity, we find grace, weathering storms with composure and wisdom. Approaching adversity with grace involves cultivating an inner sanctuary of calm. It acknowledges the impermanence of difficulties and recognizes our capacity for endurance and adaptation. Adversity becomes a crucible, refining our character. As we practice navigating it with grace, we dispel the fear of failure, embracing life in its entirety. Adversity becomes a pathway to self-discovery. Emotional resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks, is a cornerstone of Stoicism, offering equilibrium amid life's fluctuations. Resilience does not suppress emotions, but redirects them constructively, transforming turmoil into strength. This skill steers us toward clarity and purpose, away from distress. Emotional resilience requires nurturing self-awareness, empathy, and adaptability, identifying emotional triggers to allow intentional rather than reactive responses. This practice deepens our emotional understanding, enabling wise navigation through challenges. Resilience involves cultivating gratitude and supportive relationships, crafting a tapestry of interconnection. As resilience grows, so does our ability to meet life with grace and grit, anchored in peace. Impermanence is life's fundamental truth, which Stoicism invites us to embrace. Acceptance of life's transient nature allows navigation through its uncertainties with serene understanding. While impermanence evokes vulnerability, it is a pathway to liberation, encouraging us to find solace in the eternal present. Living with impermanence fosters mindfulness and presence as we cherish each fleeting moment, knowing it shall pass. Through accepting life's impermanence, we are fully alive, appreciating change and renewal. This perspective celebrates impermanence as a freedom source, guiding us toward what truly matters with each moment anew. Detachment, as understood by Stoics, involves releasing excessive attachment to outcomes, possessions, and relationships. This form of detachment is rooted in understanding internal control, allowing clearer and deeper engagement with life. It embraces a mature involvement with existence rather than withdrawal. Detachment demands consistent self-reflection and mindfulness, discerning if attachments serve our higher purpose. Through this inquiry, we balance desire and acceptance, engaging with life without enslavement. Detachment is a dance that permits profound joy in life's impermanence. By practicing this art, we liberate from craving cycles, cultivating a life of tranquility and freedom. True freedom is found not in externals, but in mastering one's mind. Inner freedom allows one to rise above fear, desire, and expectation, crafting an intentional life. This freedom, achieved through virtue cultivation, guides us toward purposeful and authentic living. The path to inner freedom entails disciplined practice and introspective inquiry, examining binding beliefs and choosing alternatives aligned with deep values. This journey leads to authenticity, free from external validation's weight. Through inner freedom, life unfolds as an expression of true essence, embracing presence and gratitude, crafting a harmonious existence. Mindful introspection is a voyage into one's inner world, a cornerstone of Stoic practice. By engaging mindfully, we cultivate self-awareness, refining character. This introspective art nurtures an understanding of motivations, strengths, and dreams, encouraging living with authenticity. Introspection invites stillness for reflection and meditation, engaging with psyche's depths to embrace shadow and light, Consistent practice minimizes distractions, focusing on what matters. This nurtures self-awareness and compassion, aligning with inner wisdom's echoes to illuminate self-discovery and growth. Intentional living aligns actions and decisions with purpose and values, countering aimlessness. For Stoics, this alignment offers fulfillment, challenging us to examine our choices thoughtfully. Intentional living transforms routine actions into genuine self-expressions. Cultivating intentionality requires clear values and an integrated purpose that reflects true self. It turns passive existence into purposeful living. Our lives resonate with integrity through intentionality, transcending desires to embody authentic aspirations. Presence, engaging deeply with life's unfolding moment, is a central Stoic teaching. Remaining present connects us to tranquility, free from past and future anxieties. In presence lies a deep connection to existence's essence, grounding us in the moment's richness. Cultivating presence requires mindfulness, grounding in immediate experiences without distraction. By anchoring in presence, restlessness diminishes, fostering creative connections, gratitude, and wonder. Through presence, life becomes a continuous flow of vitality rather than fleeting moments. Patience, a virtuous beacon amid modern whirlwinds, guides us through difficulties with calm acceptance. It recognizes profound growth emerging through the time's passage. Practicing patience involves slowing down, appreciating life's natural rhythms, offering serenity amid the noise. Embracing patience requires releasing compulsions towards control, fostering reflective space and gratitude. Patience embodies peace amid a hurried world, engaging life at its own pace, recognizing reflection, discovery, and growth opportunities. Self-mastery is commanding one's inner realm, aligning thoughts, emotions, and actions with values. Stoicism regards self-mastery as personal development's pinnacle, fostering resilience and wisdom. This mastery transcends superficial control, harmonizing psyche depths with strength. Self-mastery demands dedication to self-discipline and introspection, facing limitations to transcend them. Achieving mastery means engaging oneself with honesty and courage. This reflects life's highest ideals, a destiny shaped by authentic expression and purpose. Vulnerability, often deemed weakness, is profound strength in Stoicism, inviting authenticity. It allows connection with humanity's core, fostering enriching relationships. Vulnerability invites intimacy and growth, liberating courage from fear and isolation. Engaging with vulnerability opens us to human experience's richness, cherishing imperfection and uncertainty as growth's cradle. This fosters authentic connections, dismantling barriers to empathy and compassion. Vulnerability's courage transforms life, creating deep belonging and purpose. Reclaiming simplicity's joy amidst complexity is self-restorative. Simple living invites rediscovery of beauty and contentment through essence-focused life. Stoicism nurtures this simplicity, advocating value alignment over consumer dictates. Simple living involves intentional choices, recognizing joy sources, and evaluating life's clutter. Aligning life with essence nurtures contentment, savoring genuine gifts. It grounds us amid complexities, celebrating mundane beauty and present gifts. Resilient relationships form a fulfilling life's foundation, offering nourishment amidst life's ebb and flow. Stoicism values authentic connections grounded in respect and understanding, embracing resilience over superficiality to endure challenges together. Building resilient relationships involves active communication, deep listening, and mutual growth commitment. Embracing differences enhances adaptation, creating trusted sanctuaries for authenticity. Investing in connections nurtures supportive growth, a tapestry of resilience amid life's uncertainties. Inner stillness offers refuge amid life's chaos, a practice cherished by Stoics. It invites reflective calm and clarity, an intentional pause connecting us with our core. Within stillness, life's complexities yield insight, guiding self-discovery. Cultivating stillness requires regular practice, engaging in meditation or nature's solitude. Each act returns us to the present, harboring peace and alignment. Within tranquility lies wisdom, illuminating paths through life's challenges, drawing strength from silence. Gratitude and contentment intertwine, forming the foundation of fulfillment. Stoicism encourages cultivating gratitude for life's abundance over lack. This reshapes perception, fostering appreciation and emotional richness, bridging the door to true happiness. Gratitude involves acknowledging life's blessings, nurturing enduring appreciation and contentment despite circumstances. This shifts perception, turning scarcity into abundance, aligning attention toward inner peace and fulfillment amidst change. Aligning actions with values is Stoic philosophy's backbone, creating authenticity. Actions mirroring beliefs engage true essence, balancing inner convictions and outer worlds. This alignment fosters integrity, leading to coherent purpose. Achieving alignment requires self-examination and reflection, ensuring choices resonate with principles. This transforms life into authentic symphonies, actions echoing genuine self. Aligning actions with values creates a truth-rooted legacy that reverberates within and beyond. Wisdom, the Stoics teach, guides through life's complexities. It involves discerning meaning and acting upon it. Wisdom's pursuit is ever-evolving, an engagement in learning that shapes choices and existence. Pursuing wisdom demands humility, openness, and curiosity about self and world. By cultivating wisdom, a rich inner life emerges, guided by philosophic, mentor, and experiential insights. Wisdom illuminates dilemmas and transitions, forging life rich in meaning. Reflection, a timeless practice, invites us into self-dialogue, a framework for growth. Through reflection, we understand past actions in the light of present consciousness, illuminating paths of continuous learning and personal evolution. In the cacophony of modern existence, the silent whisper of our true selves is often muffled. The incessant barrage of social media notifications, the relentless pursuit of productivity, and the clamor for external validation act like a constant storm, drowning out the signals of our inner voice. It is a chaos that gets fostered in our minds, making it difficult to discern what genuinely matters. Rather than embracing silence, we reach habitually for our devices, seeking comfort in the distraction they provide. This behavior, however, only deepens our sense of dislocation and confusion, pulling us further away from ourselves. To find solace in this storm, we must first understand the origins and effects of modern noise. Identifying and acknowledging this noise becomes the first step toward regaining clarity and accessing the profound wisdom that resides within. It requires cultivating the art of deep listening, not only to others but to our inner selves. Cultivating deep listening is crucial to navigating life's complexities. The great philosopher Epictetus once mused about focusing on what truly matters within us, a skill that seems buried beneath our perpetual distractions and external demands. To live with intention, we must relearn how to hear our own voices amid this noise. It involves practicing patience and creating spaces for silence. Through meditation, solitary walks in nature, or simply sitting in quiet contemplation, we enable ourselves to listen deeply. This practice invites the whisperings of the soul to be heard, the truths that guide us toward genuine fulfillment. By embracing silence, we create space for the signal to emerge from the noise, empowering us to make choices aligned with our true desires and values. In a world dominated by devices, both physical and digital notifications intrude upon every aspect of our lives. The pings of messages and alerts about the latest news fragment our focus, impairing our ability to think deeply. To regain control over our mental landscapes, we need to take deliberate steps to disconnect from this bombardment. By assessing which notifications are truly necessary and removing those that are not, we clear the clutter. This simple act of curation can have profound effects on our mental clarity. Maintaining boundaries with technology allows us to create room for uninterrupted thought and reflection. This intentional practice empowers us to become masters of our own time and attention, fostering insight and creativity. Consequently, we become attuned to the signal that leads us to a greater understanding and purpose. In this pursuit, the Stoics likened the mind to a garden where thoughts and ideas grow and flourish. Unchecked, weeds of distraction, negativity, and clutter can overrun this garden, leaving little room for meaningful growth. Mindfulness becomes essential in tending to our mental spaces with care, transforming them into sanctuaries of clarity. Within this metaphorical garden, we must regularly weed out distractions and unnecessary inputs that cloud our thinking. Engage in regular mental pruning. Unfollow social media accounts that do not bring joy or value. Distance yourself from negative influences and prioritize media that enriches your understanding. By doing so, you cultivate an environment in which intentional and valuable thoughts can thrive, allowing your innermost signal to resonate with strength and clarity. Solitude, often misunderstood as loneliness, holds immense potential as a tool for inner exploration and growth. Intentionally embraced, it becomes a refuge and a powerful means of rediscovering ourselves. Philosophers, mystics, and thinkers have turned to solitude throughout time to strip away distractions and deeply engage with their inner worlds. In these moments, our minds settle away from obligations and expectations, opening us to clarity, where shadows dissipate and profound insights manifest. Regularly scheduling periods for solitude amidst our hectic schedules allows us to cultivate a deeper relationship with ourselves. In these moments, we listen more clearly to the voice within, guiding us in our journey through life. Often, the noise that drowns our inner signal is not purely external. It is our own tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future. The present moment becomes the rarest commodity, often overlooked in our quest to achieve or avoid. Yet, the secret lies in the present, where our true signal can often be found. Practices such as mindfulness and meditation cultivate this awareness, grounding us in the here and now. As we connect with who we are in each passing moment, we quiet the noise and connect with our essence. As we hone our ability to remain present, the external world fades into the periphery, revealing the steady light of our inner signal and restoring balance. The digital age brings unparalleled opportunities and connections, yet also a relentless flood of information and expectation. A digital detox, a period in which we intentionally disconnect, offers the chance to recalibrate and cleanse our overstimulated minds. allot regular periods, whether a few hours each day or a weekend retreat, for this detox. During this time, engage in activities that rejuvenate and ground you away from screens. Disconnecting allows us to reconnect with ourselves, others, and the world around us. In these moments of quiet clarity, we can hear the gentle murmur of our inner voice, guiding us back to our authentic path. Silence holds profound power, offering fertile ground for new ideas to take root and grow. Learning to appreciate and incorporate silence into daily life requires intention. Create moments throughout your day where external distractions are set aside and the internal dialogue is attended to consciously. Here, in quietude, insight and understanding unfold. Marcus Aurelius famously recommended finding an inner citadel, a place of profound peace and stillness amidst life's turmoil. Cultivating this inner stillness means mastering the practice of remaining centered and calm, regardless of external chaos. This stillness serves as the ultimate respite from noise, offering a retreat where the signal of your inner wisdom pulses steadily with purpose. Inner stillness requires patience and continuous practice. Whether through meditation, deep breathing, or reflective journaling, the goal is to cultivate a sanctuary of tranquility within. Boundaries, in an era of perpetual connectivity, serve as the guardians of our mental and emotional well-being. They delineate the line between engagement and overwhelm, providing the necessary structure to preserve our time and energy. Forging healthy boundaries helps us fend off constant demands, allowing space for our own thoughts to flourish. This involves clearly defining the limits of when and how we engage with the world, both digitally and personally. Communicate your boundaries openly, respecting the needs they protect. In doing so, you affirm your right to prioritize yourself and your inner terrain over external noise. Simplification, often overlooked, offers a counter-narrative to a society equating complexity with success and abundance with happiness. Returning to simplicity, as the Stoics called for, fosters focus on what truly matters. It might mean decluttering your physical environment, or reassessing commitments, or consciously choosing quality over quantity in every facet of life. Through simplicity, clarity emerges, illuminating our core values and desires. The books we read, shows we watch, and articles we scan shape our mental landscape and influence the narrative we build. To discern signal from noise, examine what you consume with discernment, for choosing content that enriches, informs, and uplifts. By curating what you allow into your consciousness, you create a conducive mental environment for reflection and learning. Introspection, the practice of examining our thoughts and feelings, is a powerful tool for finding the signal within. Turning inward with curiosity and openness peels away layers of noise, uncovering truths that shape perceptions and actions. Dedicate time regularly for introspection through journaling, creative writing, or reflective meditation. As understanding deepens, the strength of your inner signal increases, illuminating your path. In midst of external noise, the voice of self-criticism can be particularly piercing. Practicing self-compassion becomes essential for quieting this internal noise. Recognize your inherent worth, regardless of external achievements. Allow yourself grace to make mistakes, to be imperfect and human. When we extend compassion to ourselves, we soften harsh self-recriminations, letting our authentic signal shine brightly. Listening to the signal within is just one part of the journey. The next step is action. Our inner voices call us to change, pursue paths aligning with our deepest values. Heed the Stoics' advice, emphasizing action grounded in virtue. By listening attentively to the signal, determining right actions, noise dissipates. We embody our truths through deeds, compelling us toward intentional fulfillment. Valuing the signal within also means balancing social connections with quietude. Authentic relationships offer reflective mirrors that amplify our internal signal rather than drowning it out. Choose connections nurturing your journey, engaging communication that enriches. These interactions become supportive companions on your path. In balancing connection with quiet, harmony emerges, amplifying understanding of oneself and others. Nature provides profound lessons in finding the signal amidst noise. Encounters with nature remind us of origins and simplicity from which authentic selves stem. Walks in nature, observing leaves, water flow, or the silence of a forest, tune us to a rhythm resonating with our core. Let nature's calm music remind us of being unfettered by distraction, illuminated with clarity. Attachment generates noise within, blocking access to clarity and inner peace. As the Stoics noted, relinquishing holds on what cannot be controlled allows authentic signals to emerge. Practice letting go by identifying where attachment to outcomes causes distress. Release these burdens, trusting inherent order and flow of life. Through acceptance, free yourself from noise, heightening your own steady, true inner voice. In society, equating vocalization with power, silence is often perceived as weakness, yet it often requires immense strength, reflecting resilience and conviction. Silence as an exercise in self-mastery empowers engagement intentionally. Recognize silence as strength, honoring truth without need for validation. This strength lies in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent, guided not by external demands, but by one's own signal. Transitions bring upheaval, yet signal opportunities for growth. Embrace transitions to realign with the signals of deepest self. See every transition as a bridge, clarity guiding across divides. Liminal spaces allow listening for insights, ferrying past noise to transformation. Welcome change, synchronizing paths with life's inevitable shifts, cementing clarity. Besides overarching simplicity, practices in daily life uphold the integrity of inner signals. Routines fostering clarity and connection provide a sturdy framework. Through morning rituals, reflection time, or meditative spaces, create anchors grounding in simplicity. Daily gestures remind us to turn inward, cultivating gentleness and grace aligning with our signal. Relationships shape identities, capable of either amplifying or obscuring signals. Choosing quality relationships creates networks echoing with authenticity and insight. Seek meaningful engagement, shared values, mutual growth. Cultivate spaces where communication uplifts spirit, harmonizing internal and external worlds. Self-reflection enhances hearing of signals amid noise. Enhancing self-reflection deepens understanding, illuminating paths with clarity. Allocate time for structured reflection using journaling, art, or conversation. Use introspective questions to explore uncharted depths. Insights birthed from these practices resonate and reveal the luminous signal. In a world of boldness, subtle messages are easily missed. Awakening to these quiet frequencies of the soul unveils profound truths. Embed yourself in nuances of thoughts and world around. Heightening awareness reveals the quiet subplotting of life across a nuanced experience. Even amidst chaos, subtlety amplifies, guiding with wisdom. As we navigate through life's journey, noise challenges our resolve to hear internal signals. Yet by cultivating intention, noise loses its hold. Through silence, solitude, simplicity, and contemplation, recapture connection with inner wisdom. Embrace each strategy, weaving it into daily practice. Harness the capacity to listen deeply, act courageously, and transform chaos into clarity. In our ongoing quest for belonging, we often find ourselves navigating the delicate balance between being true to our own identity and molding ourselves to fit societal expectations. The yearning for belonging is inscribed deep within us, calling us to connect, to be seen, and to be valued. However, in this pursuit, we might stretch our authenticity, adhering more to societal norms than to our individual truth. We assume that this conformity will lead us to happiness and fulfillment. Yet many times, it only leads us away from our true selves. The Stoic perspective beckons us to reevaluate this sacrifice, to ponder what we abandon of our uniqueness for the transitory approval of others. Fitting in often comes at the expense of our authentic beliefs and values, leaving us with a nebulous unease, a quiet voice reminding us that we are living a life that might not resonate with our true essence. The wisdom of the Stoics reassures us that true contentment is born from inner harmony rather than external validation. By embracing our individual paths, even if it means standing apart from the crowd, we move closer to our authentic selves. There's a profound liberation in accepting that we may not find our place in every circle or scenario. This liberation creates space for us to listen to what our souls truly value, allowing the whispers of our hearts to guide us more than the clamor of external validation. Choosing authenticity over conformity requires immense courage. It is a deliberate choice to step away from the comfortable mass and face solitude. For the Stoics, this courage is deeply rooted in the tranquility that follows self-acceptance and truthfulness. Seneca recounts the peace that emerges when freed from the chains of others' perceptions. This path is not an easy one of solitude, but a fertile ground for self-discovery and profound personal evolution. It is about crafting a robust inner moral compass to navigate life's complexities independently, without relying on external approval as a guide. To choose one's path doesn't mean isolating oneself from the world. Instead, it invites engagement with the world on one's authentic terms, acting grounded in inner convictions rather than societal pressures. The Stoics teach us to practice detachment, not from people, but from the expectations that bind us to inauthentic living. Through intentional solitude, we gain clarity and build resilience, a strength not reliant on relationships, but fortified by adherence to our values, allowing our souls to breathe freely, nourished by self-assurance, more than societal affirmation. Authenticity becomes a guiding life principle, urging us to shed the masks we wear for others, revealing the essence of who we really are. Living authentically aligns with the Stoic ambition of living accordance with nature, both external and internal, crafted not from societal dictates, but nurtured by internal truths. When we choose to be authentic, we soar beyond superficial interactions, experiencing life in its profound depths, controlled not by societal whims, but by our truths. This journey toward authenticity requires vulnerability. To live truthfully means opening ourselves up to misunderstanding or dismissal, yet finding that the profound peace it brings far outweighs any discomfort. By accepting ourselves, flaws and all, we invite deeper engagement with others, relationships nourished not by pretense, but by genuine respect and understanding. Authenticity colors our dialogues, offering a more soulful experience that transcends superficial existence. To diverge from expected norms frequently signifies rebellion. However, from the quiet wisdom of the Stoics, non-conformity arises as profound liberation. It allows us to live in coherence with our principles, unshackled by the restraints of the majority. Breaking free from societal molds paves the way for authentic journeys, ones that feel entirely our own. Such liberation provides control over one's destiny, rooted in the Stoic philosophy of personal agency and responsibility. Not to rebel, but to genuinely own one's path according to deeply held principles. Challenges may arise and setbacks occur, but each step taken with a clarity of purpose brings us closer to an existence that truly resonates with who we are, granting freedom only authenticity can afford. Inner discomfort is not there to unsettle but to guide, serving as a compass pointing toward what truly holds meaning. Feeling out of place is an invitation for introspection, a soul's whisper suggesting that our life path needs recalibration. The Stoics teach us to listen to these internal signals, urging a pause to reflect and understand what this discomfort communicates about our alignment with our essential truths. Understanding discomfort as guidance rather than an enemy necessitates a shift in perception. Instead of seeking immediate relief, the Stoic approach urges us to delve into its origins, navigating through introspection and reflection. By embracing discomfort, we forge a relationship with self-awareness that transcends superficial emotion, nudging us to uncover beliefs and situations that create dissonance in our lives. It asks us to align more closely with our true path, allowing discomfort to spark transformative growth, steering us toward deeper authenticity and self-integration. Being outside the accepted norm grants a unique perspective, unimpeded by traditional dogmas and societal biases. This position, though often discomforting, offers clarity, the chance to observe, critique, and comprehend life without the blinders of conventional expectations. From this vantage point, the outsider can traverse uncharted territories of thought and experience, free from the need to adhere. This outsider wisdom requires rethinking what is considered common sense. It provides insight into the structures of conformity and illuminates pathways to personal liberation. From the Stoic view, wisdom is a beacon guiding our inner journey toward ownership and understanding. Embracing the role of the outsider gifts deep insights into human nature, infusing our truth with courage to live in harmony with it, empowering others by showing an alternative route to self-harmony and freedom. True belonging surpasses the mere act of fitting in, calling for connections rooted in shared values and genuine authenticity. Stoicism underscores this distinction, pointing toward a life where one stays true while forming bonds grounded in mutual respect, allowing both personal and relational authenticity to flourish. Conversely, fitting in often involves sacrificing or hiding aspects of ourselves to align with arbitrary standards, leading to inner alienation. The drive to fit in can obscure our sense of self, blurring our own aspirations from those of others. True belonging nurtures, allowing individuals to live in concord with their truth without fear, an enriching tapestry woven with genuine connections and honest engagement, providing solace from the alienation conformity creates. Fear of rejection is a core struggle, often seen as a threat to our innate desires for connection and acceptance. Stoic philosophy teaches us that this fear roots in misplaced value on external validation more than internal coherence. It can constrain us, hindering our ability to express needs and dreams. However, when reframed, rejection becomes a natural occurrence, freeing us from restraints that limit authenticity. Facing rejection is not about proving inadequacy, but resilience, adaptability, and self-affirmation. Acceptance of rejection as life's rhythm allows us to fortify our inner defenses against external judgment. The Stoics encourage focusing on what we can control, easing rejection's weight. Navigating it with grace fosters emotional strength, inviting us to pursue self-discovery and authenticity, enriched by our willingness to engage unperturbed by the world's shifting opinions. Our uniqueness distinguishes us in this human tapestry. The Stoics valued this unique flame, recognizing strength in honoring distinctiveness instead of diluting it for acceptance. Embracing uniqueness uncovers hidden potential and promotes authentic living, with vibrant expression of talents, perspectives, and values, fostering an existence harmonious with one's inner truth. Celebrating our uniqueness cultivates both a robust and dynamic life, thriving on diversity of thought and action. This acceptance stimulates creativity, passion, and innovation as we sync actions with core beliefs. Amidst a world urging conformity, accepting one's individuality ignites change, affirming a life lived with sincerity. Remember, it is what sets you apart that nurtures strength and our shared humanity. By valuing diversity within, we plant authenticity that blooms culturally rich and varied landscapes. Integrity is a steadfast commitment to truthfulness in a world advocating for ease and duplicity, a journey requiring living in alignment with one's values against external strains. The Stoics revered personal integrity as a virtue essential for a tranquil and meaningful life. It involves ongoing reflection, aligning actions with principles, and fostering consonance between thoughts, words, and deeds. Walking this path necessitates courage, choosing honesty over popularity. Upholding integrity cultivates self-respect, trusts sincerity, and authentic interactions. It builds a life of authenticity and fulfillment, resonating deeply with purpose. As a guiding compass, integrity directs us towards ethical living where virtues are upheld and connections fostered authentically. In a world demanding conformity, choosing to dance to individual rhythms is an act of courageous authenticity. The Stoics encourage nurturing a life rhythm aligned with nature and personal values, not about isolation, but synchronization with one's truth, guided by individuality each step. Embracing rhythm values diversity, requiring weaving personal patterns within larger canvases, contributing unique notes to life's symphony. Stoicism reminds us this dance is evolving, centering amidst chaos, turning inevitability into creative adventure and urging conscious engagement. Celebrating your rhythm invites collective exploration, a shared dance, personal yet universal. The soul's call for expression is an intrinsic yearning, seeking voice to articulate inner truths beyond superficiality. This call invites exploration and understanding of diverse human experiences. Stoicism embraces this urge, encouraging unique contributions expressed with courage and clarity. Embracing this call leads to purpose and meaning, aligning life with wisdom. It's about vulnerably articulating experiences, refining humanity. The soul connects beyond words, resonating with being human. Engaging sincerely with this yearning strengthens relationships, gratifies, and inspires legacies rooted in authenticity, echoing through history, fostering empathy and understanding. Trust in life's unfolding is an exercise in acceptance. Recognition comes when each step is meaningful. Life veers paths into challenges, altering perceptions of control. Stoicism views this unfolding as part of existence, trusting journeys, even amidst ambiguity. Trust is cultivated through openness, appreciating insights arising from life's patterns. It's about surrender without agency loss, a balance nurturing focus on internal responses. Through this lens, beauty inherent in unpredictability is revealed. Trusting life's unfolding allows experiential richness, learning, evolving with grace, life continuously scripting storylines, rich with growth and intention. Redefining success on personal terms shifts focus from external to internal coherence. Stoicism encourages redefinition, urging introspection to discover genuine significance, weaving understanding into intentional, fulfilled life. This recalibration transforms success pursuit into character, relationships, and authentic contributions, creating success from virtue. Aligning actions with core values deepens resilience and growth, guided by understanding personal journeys. Living as seekers involves profound curiosity and truth pursuit. Stoics celebrate this journey for wisdom, cultivation, self-evolution, and insight. Embracing seeking involves learning, questioning, and adhering to virtue and authenticity. Engaging as seekers explores philosophies, nurturing informed perspectives. This journey is non-linear, challenging beliefs and encouraging growth. From Stoicism, the seeker's path isn't mere observation, but nurtures balance between inner and outer worlds. As seekers, resilience emerges, ignited by exploration, guided by wisdom's light. In storytelling, it's easy to follow others' paths. Yet, Stoicism advises drawing inspiration, not templates from others. Each journey is unique, shaped by reflections, trials, and triumphs, inviting reflection with fresh insight. Others' paths inspire engagement with life experiences, enriching perspectives. It encourages compassionate listening, absorbing lessons while maintaining personal truths. This approach revitalizes journeys, enriched by connections, diversity, and individuality. Honoring without molds offers richer, authentic journeys, testimonies to life's complexity and depth. Self-reflection is key to growth, an art esteemed by Stoicism for wisdom and authenticity. It's an introspective practice, examining thoughts, actions, and motivations with honesty. This space invites clarity and understanding, engaging deeply beyond surface levels. In reflection, facets of existence are explored, discovering patterns, beliefs, values defining paths. It aligns actions with aspirational identities. Through mindfulness and contemplation, reflection becomes masterful, nurturing character and cultivating resilience. A continuous journey, unlocking truths and insights, fostering a legacy of authenticity. Labels limit potential, restricting experiences to unexplored categories. Stoicism encourages transcending bounds, realizing labels' obscure identity spectrum. By releasing labels, unrestricted potential unfolds. Transcendence goes beyond identity constraints, embracing fluid human nature. Life is evolving chapters, experiences, growth, and understanding. Freeing from labels fosters full engagement, honoring being, embracing unknown with courage. Stoicism values character, virtues, guiding expression without limitation, unfolding human existence's potential. Solitude, often misconstrued as loneliness, offers profound self-connection, a nurturing introspection space fostering authentic growth. Stoics embraced solitude as keystone to wisdom. In this reserved space, distractions fade, soul emerges, guiding, healing, and creativity. In solitude, relationships with self recalibrate, exploring deeper consciousness layers. Intentional solitude enhances self-awareness and resilience, gaining clarity amidst complexities, refuge to pause, reflect, and align purpose, encouraging metamorphosis. Emerging more connected, fortified in essence, resonating with truth and authenticity. Impermanence is a fundamental truth, embraced by Stoics acknowledging life's transience. This appreciation inspires present moment engagement and tapestry mastery. Stoics invite us to cherish impermanence, revealing life's flow, woven beginnings and endings. Understanding impermanence opens to life's richness, valuing fleeting beauty and inviting growth. It fosters release from attachment, nurturing serene acceptance, full of potential now. Impermanence highlights creation and dissolution, echoing through time, encouraging moment appreciation, enhancing understanding of life. Self-love is compassionate acceptance of self-worth and imperfection, nurturing the soul with grace. Stoics regard self-love as fundamental, fostering reflection and patience, leading to wholeness. This journey is tender, releasing judgment, embracing humanity's qualities. Self-love invites introspection, healing, enriching empathy. Stoicism encourages internal validation, emphasizing deeper connection. Discovery fosters strength and clarity, living with dignity, permeating interactions and relationships, a testament to enduring inner-centered love. Change is life's heartbeat, orchestrating existence's dance. Stoic philosophy embraces this rhythm as natural, inviting growth and understanding. Viewing change as a principle of nature, we learn to flow, nurturing resilience, navigating paths. Welcoming change encourages adaptability to transformation. Resisting creates friction, while acceptance fosters wisdom, perspectives. Stoicism values change to enhance growth, seeing beauty within transitions, appreciating evolving landscapes. Legacy exceeds achievements, its enduring value imprint through action and intention. Stoics teach meaningful legacy through virtue cultivation, woven narratives inspiring generations. Building value-rooted legacy invites authenticity, affirming meaning by contribution. A value-driven legacy creates environments fostering principles authentically experienced, extending beyond personal timelines. Nurturing community and resilience rooted in compassion and growth. Prioritizing principles over achievement cultivates legacy echoing time, guiding deeper understanding and exploration, resonating authenticity and purpose. In the vast expanse of human experience, we often find ourselves searching for a sense of purpose, as though it were a hidden artifact waiting to be uncovered. Yet, in the quiet reflection of ancient wisdom, it becomes evident that purpose is not an external treasure hoarded by fate. Rather, it is an internal beacon we must purposefully ignite and cultivate. The Stoics, in their profound understanding of life, remind us that meaning does not lie dormant beneath the clutter of worldly distractions. Instead, it emerges through our conscious intentions and actions, a creation of our disciplined selves. Choosing purpose is akin to planting a seed deep within the fertile soil of one's soul, where it requires nurturing through consistent effort and courageous self-exploration. It demands we break free from the societal scripts and expectations that attempt to dictate our paths toward a predetermined notion of success. Liberation and alignment with a chosen purpose bring not only fulfillment, but also guide us through life's inevitable turbulence, transforming our existence into a purposeful journey rather than an aimless quest for spontaneous revelations. Yet, Our society persists in selling the myth that purpose is a rare gem, waiting to be discovered amidst the chaos of existence. This belief crafts an illusion of predestination, suggesting that purpose exists independently of our actions and choices. Many embark on a futile search for external validation, unaware that the power to shape destiny resides within the choices they make each day, rendering themselves passive participants in their own lives. The Stoic philosophy dismantles this misconception, asserting that purpose is not a treasure awaiting serendipitous discovery, but a construct shaped by deliberate actions. This shift in perspective reclaims power, urging individuals to actively forge their destinies aligned with personal values rather than predetermined societal scripts. Instead of wandering in hopes of stumbling upon some grand mission, paths can be intentionally carved by aligning actions with inner values, weaving a tapestry rich in meaning and purpose. Not merely a concept confined to thought, purpose is envisioned in the crucible of action. The Stoics, in their embrace of philosophy as a lived experience, emphasized that undertaking action, grounded in virtue, imbued life with significance that idle contemplation could never achieve. Purpose emerges as a living force that transforms ordinary tasks into opportunities for growth and fulfillment. However, action alone is insufficient. It must be intertwined with reflection and self-awareness. Purposeful actions stem from conscious choices that resonate with the deepest values of the self. This harmony between aspiration and action gives rise to an authentic sense of purpose. Through this fusion of doing and reflecting, the journey itself attains significance, unraveling layers of understanding about oneself and the world. Central to the Stoic view is the alignment of purpose with the virtues of courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. For the Stoics, purpose was intricately bound with virtue, the compass aligning human existence with the natural order. This philosophy propels us to craft a personal ethos based on ethical behavior and intentionality, transcending transient pleasures to find fulfillment in alignment with greater cosmic truths. As virtue shapes our intentions, the pursuit of external accolades dissolves, redirecting the focus toward cultivating an invincible character that thrives in personal growth and communal contribution. To embody purpose means to step decisively from the fog of indecision into the clarity of intent. Many reside in realms of indecision, fostering feelings of disorientation and loss. But purpose demands active choice, a concerted shift from passive wandering to deliberate intention. Decision-making becomes a sacred act of self-definition, asserting control over trajectories rather than leaving paths to the whims of fate or external forces. Establishing intent requires a deep examination of values and aspirations, fostering a discernment of what truly matters beyond societal expectations or fleeting desires. Intentions, once formed, act as guiding stars that steer daily actions toward the overarching narrative of purpose, weaving cohesion into lives rich with meaning and direction. The search for external validation often obscures the authenticity of purpose, leading to pursuits imposed by others rather than those resonating with the true self. The transient applauses of the world fuel this pursuit, yet upon closer examination, they reveal only an insatiable void. Returning the focus inward in search of worth leads to a life guided by inner conviction rather than others' perceptions. Detachment from external validation allows us to craft a purpose truly our own, unshackled by societal whims. In the serene absence of craving approval, passions align with intrinsic values, bringing quiet satisfaction to a path lit by inner joy. Life's inherent unpredictability magnifies this quest, yet embracing uncertainty enriches the journey toward purpose. The Stoics remind us that change is the sole constant. Clinging to rigid definitions stifles growth, whereas welcoming uncertainty as a transformative element invites new experiences and perspectives, refining and deepening our understanding of life's greater purpose. Navigating uncertainty requires faith in resilience, transforming exploration into an adventure rather than a search for perfection. Immersed in life with openness and curiosity, the tapestry of experience grows richer, revealing a more nuanced purpose, resilient through the tides of life. In the silent sanctum of reflection, distraction peels away to reveal the core of true purpose. Introspection carves patterns, discernment of values, and clarity of desires. The Stoic wisdom of self-examination helps guide energies toward meaningful existence. Regular reflection attunes us to the subtler whispers of the soul, drowning out the clamor of daily life. Awareness cultivated through this practice enables alignment of actions and intentions, ensuring purpose remains genuine even amid life's complexities. Distilling these intentions into a personal mission statement serves as an anchor in this authenticity, encapsulating our values and aspirations in concise form. Such statements act as touchstones, guiding daily decisions and actions in harmony with declared values. Though crafted as a living document, it evolves with changing understandings, maintaining continuity while allowing personal growth. Through this articulation, purpose remains a vibrant thread, woven into the broader tapestry of existence. Purpose unfolds in alignment with nature's rhythms and virtues, which transcend cultural boundaries to immerse individuals within the universal human experience. As virtues guide actions, purpose intertwines authentically amidst the flux of moral integrity, shaping decisions and reaffirming fulfillment, unlike fleeting desires or external pressures. Embracing virtues of courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom embroiders individuals into the cosmic order, fostering deep personal satisfaction and unity with greater humanity. Within this unity, purpose becomes a shared pursuit, infusing individual journeys with communal goals, crafting narratives of resilience and integrity that impact the world. True freedom lies not in external circumstances, but in the ownership of one's mind and actions, as the Stoics believed. Such self-ownership unshackles individuals from societal expectations, empowering them to define authentic purposes. Responsibility for thoughts and choices empowers intentional living, directing paths aligned with personal values. This liberation redefines challenges as growth opportunities, enhancing resilience and nurturing purposes that withstand adversity. Freedom through self-mastery fosters a life centered on chosen missions and values, resilient through life's unrivaled variability. Passion is the flame that sustains purpose, filling life with enthusiasm and commitment. The Stoics caution against blind passions detached from virtue, advocating for harmony with reason and integrity. Purposeful passion, balanced by virtue, fuels endeavors constructively, fostering resilience to persevere through challenges. This passion aligns with core values, transforming obstacles into stepping stones, illuminating paths with clarity and purpose-driven action. Within this vibrant alignment, purpose blossoms, transforming engagement into rituals that reinforce personal and collective purpose journeys. Purpose frequently intersects with service, weaving individual fulfillment with communal well-being. Recognizing human connections enriches lives with profound meaning, encouraging purposes that contribute positively beyond the self. This service-rooted perspective magnifies impact, transforming aspirations into community benefits that resonate beyond personal achievement. Service fosters empathy, deriving collective growth and weaving purposes into broader symphonies of transformation across time and space. Understanding that purpose evolves across life stages allows grace and resilience in adaptation. Accepting the essence of virtue lies in adapting to change enables purposeful shifts with open curiosity. Transitions involve balancing continuity and innovation, honoring past experiences while embracing fresh challenges. This adaptability ensures purpose remains vibrant, aligning with evolving narratives amidst life transitions, deepening self-discovery, and crafting a multifaceted legacy. Aligning purpose with nature fosters harmony, resonating with principles of resilience and interconnectedness. By embracing nature's way, timeless wisdom guides toward sustainable existence, grounding purpose in ecological and cosmic principles. Mindfulness and appreciation deepen connections to the broader community, expanding perspectives and nurturing planetary stewardship, celebrating the delicate balance sustaining life's magnificent complexity. Crises challenge foundations, but also reveal strengths and insights, transforming purpose. The Stoics taught adversity as a catalyst for transformation. In crisis, reinforcing values and resolve fortifies purpose amidst uncertainty. These insights invite innovation and reinforce resilience, reframing crises as opportunities, enriching and strengthening purposeful pursuits for future journeys. A chosen purpose ripples beyond the self, influencing others and the broader society. Embodying purpose with integrity inspires exploration and the embrace of personal paths. Exemplary living becomes a beacon for transformation, fostering communities of shared values and support. This synergy amplifies individual and collective impact, crafting narratives that enrich the human experience. Mindfulness enriches purpose by grounding awareness and intentions in the present. Engaging fully with experiences ensures actions align with values. Stoic attentive living illuminates paths, allowing meaningful pursuit of goals. Mindfulness fosters resilience, appreciating both journey and destination in purpose, enriching existence through harmonious living. Embracing purpose evolution requires letting go of restriction, inviting growth. Purpose transforms with life's flow, expanding possibilities and understanding. This evolution fosters discovery and creativity, enhancing fulfillment and grounding purpose in dynamic experiences. The environment shapes purpose by influencing values and opportunities. Intentional cultivation of supportive contexts bolsters meaningful goals. Crafting conducive environments empowers growth and resilience, centering purpose and sustaining it within supportive frameworks. Accountability anchors purpose, ensuring commitment remains resolute. Reflective accountability aligns actions with intentions, fostering discipline and integrity. Seeking guidance enhances purpose robustness, ensuring realistic grounding and adaptable growth. Purpose and passion, harmonized, create a symphony of fulfillment and energy. Passion must harmonize with reason, serving higher values. Engaging with passion fosters resilience, transforming challenges and daily tasks into meaningful rituals. This alignment cultivates vibrant journeys, guided by harmonious purpose and passion. Solitude offers quiet reflection, nurturing purposes free of external influence. The Stoics valued solitude for discernment and authenticity. This sanctuary fosters resilience and self-reliance, empowering purpose exploration with authenticity from a place of inner strength. Purpose as a continuous journey invites adaptation and growth. Stoics embraced life's changes, drawing wisdom to refine purpose. Viewing purpose as ongoing primes resilience, deepening meaning, and guiding through life's ebb and flow. Ultimately, purpose is a chosen legacy, crafted daily through intention and action. It reflects deliberate intention and meaningful pursuit, shaping not just achievements, but embodying values and virtues. By choosing purpose, a legacy transcends aspirations, inspiring others and enhancing collective experiences, threads woven into a broader tapestry resonating across time. May purpose be chosen wisely, forging lives and legacies of connection and enduring wisdom. In this extensive journey of life, virtue serves as our guiding light, illuminating the paths obscured by chaos and uncertainty. More than a mere moral compass, virtue embodies principles that transcend temporary challenges, shaping a life of profound meaning and purpose. In Stoicism, virtue stands as the highest good, an essence of a life well lived, embodying courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. These virtues are not just abstract ideals. They are practical tools for navigating daily life, providing a sturdy framework for decision-making when the world feels overwhelming. To anchor oneself in virtue calls for profound self-awareness and unwavering discipline, a continuous devotion to reflection and realignment with one's deepest values. In those moments when external pressures crowd our mind and inner doubts threaten our clarity, virtue remains a steadfast beacon. It acts as a filter, allowing us to discern the essential from the trivial, granting clarity and strength grounded in a purposeful life. By choosing virtue, we embark on a path of intentionality, enriching life with meaning and inner peace, even as we confront the tumult of everyday experiences. Courage, one of the cardinal virtues, teaches us to face life's challenges with an open heart. It is not the absence of fear, but rather the resolve to advance despite its presence. In the realm of Stoic thought, courage defines the willingness to confront life's hardships and discomforts, opportunities for growth in disguise. Through courage, obstacles become pathways to wisdom and resilience, enabling us to journey forward with grace. Courage also instills the fortitude to adhere to our values, standing up for justice and speaking our truth even when inconvenient. It propels us towards authenticity and integrity, unshackled by fear or external validation. As we anchor ourselves in courage, we find strength amidst storms, trusting in the transformative process that challenges may reveal. The virtue of temperance further aids us in mastering the art of balance and moderation. In a world often glorifying excess, temperance reminds us of the deep wisdom rooted in moderation. It teaches us to enjoy life's pleasures without becoming enslaved by them, thereby nurturing habits that align with our highest good. Through temperance, we guard our well-being, fostering long-term contentment. By embracing this virtue, we cultivate inner peace, independent of external circumstances, appreciating the simple joys of life and finding satisfaction in what we have. This practice helps declutter our lives, granting space for what truly matters, thus fostering profound contentment and freedom, far removed from the incessant demands of a consumer-driven world. Justice, yet another pillar of virtue, calls for fairness and integrity in all our interactions. Rooted deeply in Stoic philosophy, justice fosters a harmonious society, encouraging us to look beyond immediate interests to consider the broader impact of our actions. Anchoring ourselves in justice means aligning behavior with ethical principles, guiding every interaction decision, and relationship. Such commitment brings forth trust and mutual respect, enabling communities based on shared values and collective well-being. Justice empowers us to live intentionally and purposefully, our lives contributing to a greater common good. The virtue of wisdom speaks to the pursuit of knowledge and understanding, discerning the true nature of things, and making informed decisions. Wisdom embarks us on an endless journey of reflection and exploration, embracing new perspectives and humbly recognizing the boundaries of our own knowledge. By anchoring in wisdom, we integrate understanding into everyday choices, fostering clarity and insight to navigate life's complexities with confidence. Wisdom propels us toward intentional living, intricately weaving clarity and meaning throughout our lives as we unravel existence's mysteries, embraced by the beauty and complexity of human experience. These virtues, courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom, are interwoven, forming a cohesive foundation for a virtuous life. Each complements and enhances the other, creating a harmonious existence. Courage fuels justice, while temperance provides the necessary restraint for justice and wisdom to prevail. This interconnected framework fosters wholeness and integrity, where each life experience offers the opportunity to practice virtues dynamically. As we embrace their collective wisdom, resilience, and strength abound within us, empowering us to meet life's challenges with grace. Virtue becomes a steadfast anchor in times of crisis, where external circumstances feel overwhelming. In such moments, our commitment to virtue provides clarity and direction, allowing us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This virtuous grounding permits us to confront life's stresses with poise and creativity, offering the courage to navigate uncontrollable circumstances with resilience. Amidst adversity, virtue becomes our guiding force, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and inner transformation. Everyday decision-making is further enriched when anchored in virtue, transforming ordinary moments into profound expressions of our deepest values. Regardless of their mundane nature, each decision becomes an opportunity to display virtue, enriched by mindfulness and intention. This habitual practice empowers us to navigate life with coherence and integrity, turning daily activities into meaningful reflections of our highest ideals. Reflection and journaling serve as powerful companions on the path toward cultivating virtue. By investing time in introspection and recording our thoughts, we foster a deep understanding of the principles we seek to embody. This consistent self-evaluation aids in identifying alignment or divergence with virtuous living, providing valuable insights for personal growth. Journaling this journey encourages continuous self-refinement, clarity of values, and accountability in living more intentionally. On this path, we also embrace the inherent imperfection on the journey of virtue, knowing it's not about achieving an unattainable perfection, but aligning with ideals amidst our flaws. This recognition builds compassion and patience, understanding that mistakes are treasures of the learning process. Embracing imperfection releases us from unrealistic expectations, concentrating instead on growth and resilience, fortifying our pursuits toward authenticity. Virtue, too, plays a pivotal role in building resilient communities, forging environments rich with trust, collaboration, and shared values. When virtue is cherished collectively, communities thrive from mutual respect and understanding, strengthening against adversity. Here, collaboration and compassion become normatives, encouraged by courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom as common language. Even our professional lives benefit from a virtuous anchor, where integrity, ethics, and purpose guide our pursuits toward meaningful contributions beyond superficial successes. This alignment engenders authenticity in our careers, ensuring work is more than monetary gain, rooted in a broader purpose. Professionally anchored in virtue, we forge impactful careers reflecting our genuine values. Within families and relationships, virtue emerges as a cornerstone, fostering empathy, understanding, and communication. It supports courage to address conflicts transparently, temperance in responses, justice for fairness, and wisdom for mutual growth. Anchored in virtue, relationships blossom deeply, nurturing trust and harmony amidst love and collective enhancement. Virtue also fuels personal growth, inspiring continual character development and willingness to transcend comfort zones. This openness to change encourages adaptability and resilience, cultivating an authentic journey of self-actualization. Anchoring yourself in virtue transforms challenges into opportunities, weaving a life path rich in fulfillment and personal evolution, contributing positively in the world. Despite the complexities of contemporary life, a virtuous heart remains vigilant, honoring ancient wisdom while adapting to modern challenges. Anchoring ourselves in virtue, we reject mere chaos, choosing mindful, critical living where values guide us amidst overwhelming stimuli. With virtue, discernment and balance prevail, enriching a profoundly purposeful existence in a hectic world. An inner freedom blossoms from virtue, releasing us from ego, fear, and external constraints. Here, we cultivate intrinsic worth, boundless fulfillment, emerging independently from worldly circumstances. Anchored by inner freedom through virtue, life unfolds authentically, defined less by societal constraints and more by our chosen values. Even challenges transform into opportunities to cultivate virtues, fostering resilience and growth. In adversity, the virtues of courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom stand. By embracing challenges as pathways for enlightenment, we bloom into more virtuous and fulfilled beings, turning adversity into life-affirming growth. Letting go becomes an eventual virtue, easing fears, control, and attachment. This conscious release of what no longer serves us creates space for renewal, aligning life with authentic transformation. The art of letting go nurtures emotional resilience, allowing us to embrace the now with curiosity, removing burdens of past and future constraints. In virtue, we find a path forward to inner peace and serenity amidst life's turbulence. Anchoring life within these principles nurtures calmness that grounds us in steadfast clarity, reflecting our greatest values. Such inner peace arises not from the absence of chaos, but from aligned living, empowering our responses to fluid circumstances. Among beloved virtues, patience enriches us, allowing acceptance of life's natural rhythm and pacing. Patience offers calm composure across uncertainty, guiding reflective learning from delays and challenges. In patience's embrace, each moment unfolds as a contributor to our broader journey, proving essential to mindfulness and resilience. Gratitude emerges as a transformative virtue, shifting focus from perceived scarcity to abundant fulfillment. Through gratitude, appreciation flourishes, inviting wonder and curiosity, turning everyday moments into profound realizations. This interconnected awareness fosters empathy, releasing ripples of positivity and kindness throughout lives. As virtue radiates through the practice of forgiveness, it liberates us from bitterness, empowering compassion and healing. Forgiveness demands courage and humility, transforming past grievances into new beginnings rooted in understanding. With forgiveness, relationships bloom from reconciliation, inviting trusting foundations enriched with grace. Creativity finds inspiration within virtue, infusing expression with authenticity and integrity. Guided by truth and beauty, creativity becomes an embodiment of the wisdom and purpose within each of us. Tethered to virtue, the creative spirit enlightens, contributing positively to the tapestry of human ingenuity. In a shifting world, change becomes virtue's handmaiden, offering grounding amidst transformation. Anchored in virtue, resilience arises to navigate transitions gracefully, adapting life's changes into growth-filled opportunities. Amid change, virtues guide decisions aligned with greater truths, crafting stable foundations within fluid uncertainty. Embracing a life rooted deeply in virtue fosters authenticity, purpose, and profound fulfillment. Virtuous living offers clarity throughout life's fluctuations, anchoring us in wisdom's stead. Each moment reflects our greatest ideals, contributing to a tapestry of collective existence. As virtue guides, we journey toward continual growth, embodying enlightenment's glow as beacons for others. In the stillness of night, when the world falls quiet, and the soft glow of a single candle flickers gently against the walls of an old room, we find ourselves contemplating the profound nature of suffering. The Stoics, wise and serene, regarded suffering not as an adversary to defeat, but as a faithful companion on the journey of life. They perceived it as an integral part of our existence, an experience that shapes us, not through resistance, but through the embrace of our deepest pains. Their teachings whisper that suffering, when met with grace and understanding, becomes a doorway to growth. In this dance with adversity, we cultivate the profound strength to accept suffering as a natural aspect of being. It is not a call to passivity, nor a resignation to fate, but an invitation to inner strength and resilience. Through this acceptance, we gain a deeper understanding of our place within the cosmos, much like a sailor who finds assurance not in the taming of the sea's wildness, but in mastering the art of navigation. The Stoics believed that suffering, when acknowledged and explored, allows us to develop the virtues of courage, wisdom, and temperance, urging us to face our limitations and rise above them. This philosophy of suffering is not rooted in masochism, but in a profound shift of perspective. Life, with its inevitable challenges and tribulations, offers us the opportunity to respond reflectively rather than reactively. The lens of acceptance transforms suffering from a tormentor into a tool that hones our character, inviting us to confront trials with an open heart and mind. In this act of transformation, suffering reveals its inherent wisdom, and we learn to wield it as a sculptor uses a chisel, shaping our spirit and purpose. In this alchemical process, the Stoic ideal emerges. True power is born from within. Consider suffering as a catalyst for immense inner growth. Each struggle becomes a necessity in developing our virtues and emotional resilience. Seneca, the Roman philosopher, likened difficulties to the strengthening of the mind as labor fortifies the body. Through this lens, challenges emerge as vital exercises for fortifying our soul. When confronted with adversity, we stand at a crossroads, to succumb to despair or to embrace hardship as a crucible for evolution. This engagement with suffering requires a delicate balance of acceptance and action. We learn to accept the realities of our pain without succumbing to it, and instead take actions that align with our values. This dynamic interplay catalyzes profound growth. Through the reframing of suffering as a path to self-discovery, we ally ourselves with the continuous unfolding of our lives. Pain compels introspection, urging us to evaluate our beliefs, recalibrate our actions, and attain a deeper understanding of our existence. In this light, suffering transforms into not just something to endure, but an opportunity for personal rebirth. In Stoic teachings, suffering serves as a poignant reminder of life's impermanence. Everything, they say, is transient, and it is often through our pain that we are reminded of this truth. Epictetus emphasized acknowledging the temporary nature of all things, a realization that helps us detach from adverse conditions and align ourselves with life's rhythmic cycles of creation and dissolution. In embracing this impermanence, we learn to relinquish our attachments, finding peace in the present moment's simplicity. When we hold the impermanence of life close to our hearts, we free ourselves from suffering, born of the desire to grasp onto fleeting pleasures or resist inevitable change. This acceptance is not an invitation to indifference, but rather to a more profound appreciation for what we currently experience. Suffering thus becomes our teacher, guiding us to mindfulness, teaching us to embrace each transient moment for its unique beauty. By understanding the ephemeral nature of both joy and sorrow, we cultivate an ability to find peace regardless of external circumstances, enriching our lives amidst perpetual change. From the depths of suffering, the pursuit of purpose often begins. Rather than waiting for purpose to find us, the Stoics urged us to live purposefully. Pain, when embraced, shines a light on our passions and convictions, unveiling avenues of potential we might never have discovered in comfort. By transforming suffering into purpose, we unlock dimensions of our capabilities we scarcely imagined. This transformation demands that we look beyond immediate discomfort and perceive what lies beyond adversity. Turning pain into purpose requires active engagement with our experiences, demanding introspection and a willingness to redefine our priorities. By aligning our life with a greater mission, we find fulfillment and direction, making sense of our suffering as we weave its lessons into our journey of growth. Reflecting on how adversity can foster personal evolution allows us to transmute the raw energy of pain into fuel for renewed hope and motivation. Here, suffering becomes a crucible for an alchemy that turns challenges into remarkable achievements. The struggle between acceptance and control often lies at the heart of our suffering. The Stoics taught that while we have no control over external events, we have complete governance over our responses to them. This crucial distinction aids us in navigating suffering, as accepting what we cannot change liberates us from unnecessary distress. However, this acceptance does not render us powerless. Instead, it directs us to the realization that we can control our thoughts, emotions, and reactions, and thus create our path forward. By focusing on aspects of life within our control and relinquishing the need to dominate the external world, we cultivate inner mastery. This self-mastery empowers us by prioritizing agency over victimhood. Through mindful awareness of what we can influence, we journey through pain with strength, transforming acceptance into liberation, a freedom from impossibilities chains as we channel energy towards achievable growth. In this way, suffering illuminates paths of resilience and wisdom, awaiting our discovery. Amidst emotional suffering, often lie hidden the deepest layers of the self that remain shrouded during times of comfort. The Stoics saw emotional pain as an impetus to explore the depths of our psyche, offering insights into our most vulnerable truths. The immediacy of emotional turmoil can be overwhelming, yet it holds vast transformational potential. Facing suffering requires vulnerability and courage in engaging with the rawness of our feelings, while the Stoics encourage cultivating equanimity, a state of inner balance, as we navigate these murky waters. In times of emotional upheaval, maintaining grace amidst chaos becomes a powerful testament to our inner resilience. By introspecting on our emotional responses, we identify patterns, dissolve illusions, and uncover insecurities along the path of growth. Each emotional struggle morphs into an opportunity to understand our hearts and minds more deeply. Embracing the temporary discomfort of emotional suffering unlocks new dimensions of empathy, self-awareness, and healing, enriching our lives while steering us toward greater emotional intelligence. Suffering, while refining the self, also cultivates our compassion for others. Through our suffering, we deepen empathy, forging connections on profound levels. The Stoics understood pain as universal, forming bridges across differences in a mutual human understanding. When we acknowledge our suffering, we empathize genuinely with those in need of support, and suffering becomes a unifying force that enhances collective resilience and fosters community. This realization of shared humanity invites us to extend kindness and acceptance, nurturing compassion in recognizing our shared journeys. Vulnerability becomes fertile ground where compassion grows, and each act of kindness mirrors our transformations, reinforcing the collective power of connection and support. Personal trials thus become seeds of societal harmony, transforming suffering into bonds that unite, revealing strength and beauty inherent in solidarity and empathy. Resilience finds its master teacher in suffering. Adversity challenges us to develop and fortify our inner strength. It reminds us that resilience does not avoid challenges, but endures them with courage. Each hardship met with resolve adds to our mental and emotional robustness, enhancing our ability to face life's uncertainties. Resilience embodies adaptability and tenacity, the capacity to stand firm while remaining true to our principles. Building resilience involves cultivating perspective. Facing trials with resilience transforms fear into the very fuel that ignites within us an unyielding spirit. As we persist, suffering becomes a defining testament to our strength, guiding us towards a state where vulnerability and resilience coexist harmoniously. The art of bouncing back, a skill indispensable for living authentically and vitally, is honed through adversity. This resilience embodies the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with nature, flowing seamlessly with existence's constant flux. Every instance of suffering marks a stepping stone on the path of personal evolution. As we confront hardships, we evolve, shedding old layers for new ways of being. This evolution is a continuous journey, integral to our self-discovery. Pain compels us to reflect, adapt, and refine, challenging us to probe growth's boundaries. The Stoics saw suffering's transformative power as part of life's journey toward becoming our highest selves. Embracing this evolution demands venturing into the realm of unknown potential. With each challenge, we recalibrate growth's trajectory, manifesting empowered self-awareness. Our setbacks become canvases where we paint resilience, crafting masterpieces of transformation. Actively engaging in this process honors pain as a wise guide, steering us toward wholeness. Aligning suffering with evolution forges deeper connections with our authenticity, revealing within us a wellspring of vitality and insight. At the core of human existence lies the quest for meaning, driven by suffering. The Stoics guide us to extract meaning from adversity by engaging reflectively and purposefully with suffering. When trials lead us to question the purpose and direction of our lives, Stoic perspectives suggest that meaning is created through our experiences. Viktor Frankl taught that suffering ceases when its significance within life's tapestry is perceived. By exploring our suffering, we gain heightened awareness and understanding of who we are. The narratives spun from pain enable meaningful creations rich with nuance and authenticity. This engagement with suffering aligns with personal truths, unveiling the intrinsic value of our struggles. Suffering thus becomes a crucible for purpose, fostering continuity between challenges and future aspirations. By contextualizing pain within life's narrative, existential wholeness and clarity are found. However, suffering often sparks change, requiring courage to reassess life and navigate new courses. It asks us to confront stagnation and embrace transformation. The Stoics taught that suffering could be an agent of change, but harnessing it demands courage. Acknowledging and confronting pain entails stepping into spheres of vulnerability, showing bravery in self-improvement. Courage to change springs from realizing that stagnation represents complacency, while transformation signifies progress. Through courage in suffering, stagnation is confronted, leading to uncovering personal discoveries arenas. The decision to change aligns our courage with suffering, igniting renewal. Suffering thus becomes a catalyst in cultivating bravery to leave behind what no longer serves, inviting integrity, resilience, and purpose into our lives. Ultimately, Stoic teachings illuminate how suffering can lead to profound inner freedom. Detaching ourselves from trying to control circumstances while focusing on inner responses liberates us from life's unpredictability's oppressive burden. Inner freedom does not negate suffering's presence, but reflects mastery over its influence, creating an existence untainted by external demands. Aligning suffering with liberation involves conscious transcendence of victimhood, realizing freedom in choosing thoughts and responses. Transforming adversity into liberation fosters empowerment, engendering harmony through life's flux. Suffering awakens boundless potential for self-governance, unveiling the peace of finding equanimity amidst a fluctuating world. Throughout history, suffering has inspired humanity's most profound art and literature. The Stoics appreciated the alchemy in channeling pain into creative pursuits. Artistic endeavors externalize turmoil, articulate experiences, provide clarity, and honor emotions. Creation offers catharsis and understanding, bridging fragmented self-parts with the world. Whether through Michelangelo's sculptures or Van Gogh's paintings, art transforms anguish into beauty. Engaging in creative expression metamorphoses suffering into narratives imbued with meaning, serving as testimonies of resilience. Each brush stroke, written word, or musical note shapes our stories, imprinting our essence on the world, reflecting inner tapestry's depth. This transformation from suffering into art embodies our capacity to turn adversity into strength-fueled beauty. Within creativity's crucible, suffering becomes an eternal echo of our profound, if transient, nature. Surviving suffering finds its guide in mindfulness, a practice deeply aligned with Stoic philosophy. Mindfulness offers a path through suffering by cultivating present-moment awareness. It invites observing pain without judgment, cultivating gentle, compassionate spaces for healing and acceptance. Detaching from past grievances or future anxieties, mindfulness anchors us in the present. a perspective integrating suffering, preventing it from overtaking our consciousness. Through mindfulness, we hone the ability to maintain calm, observing suffering while choosing reactions with awareness. Each mindful breath sows serenity's seeds, cementing the understanding of agency amidst adversity. Suffering shifts from adversary to partner in awareness, illuminating insights resonating in authenticity and depth. Mindfulness nurtures kindness toward ourselves, offering a reflection sanctuary where resilience and strength are unveiled. In sustained mindfulness, we align with the broader Stoic commitment to harmonize with nature, embracing suffering as a catalyst for holistic growth. Understanding the link between attachment and suffering addresses how attachment to uncontrollables breeds discontent. Desiring permanence in relationships, possessions, or circumstances results in suffering when reality deviates from expectations. Detachment alleviates pain, inviting peace in the non-attachment to life's oscillations. This approach resonates with the Stoic practice of focusing on internal responses, relinquishing control over externals. Grasping attachment's impact doesn't call for detachment from life's richness, but fosters balanced relationships and engagements. Embracing healthy detachment nurtures connections born of appreciation over possession, allowing suffering to guide relational harmony. Emptied of clinging, desires align with acceptance, embodying the Stoic belief that tranquility arises from recognizing impermanence. Patience, a Stoic virtue, transforms suffering. Grounded in patience's tranquility, we endure hardship with grace. As Seneca emphasized, patience complements wisdom, fostering resilience in adversity. Patience cultivates the ability to pause, creating space between stimulus and response, allowing reactions with insight and equanimity. Practicing patience amidst suffering encourages trust in life's natural flow, recognizing adversity's seasons inevitably shift. Patience transcends passive waiting to actively foster fortitude, allowing suffering's lessons to unfurl in their time. Patience deepens challenge-facing capacity, instilling hope in unseen possibilities. Through patience, we embody Stoic acceptance, courageously pursuing higher visions of self, transforming suffering into growth-worthy fruition. Limiting desires reveals wisdom by curbing suffering from pursuit's unrest. The Stoics cautioned against unchecked desires, emphasizing contentment and simplicity as peace harborers. Cultivating gratitude for what exists bridges expectation-reality gaps where suffering originates. Limiting desires cultivates spiritual fulfillment over materialism, aligning internal contentment with cherished values through essentialism's lens. Suffering isolates, yet communal embrace heals. Stoic perspectives highlight healing powers of community, with shared compassion during distress providing solace. Sharing struggles with others fosters empathy and understanding, enhancing enduring suffering with dignity. Community nurtures shared humanity, reinforcing collective resilience through common narratives. Communal support builds resilience, granting strength and comfort through shared wisdom. Openness to connection fosters healing, aligning individual pursuits with communal harmony. Embracing community fortifies individual and collective journeys, transforming suffering into shared pilgrimages towards holistic unity. Gratitude, a Stoic practice, illuminates suffering by focusing on abundance. Appreciating life's gifts grounds us in present richness. Amidst adversity, gratitude highlights life's enduring beauties and cultivates resilience. Daily gratitude practices foster positivity, guiding suffering as a poignant reminder of life's complexities. Gratitude within suffering inspires transformation by acknowledging growth, connections, and learning. This practice reorients perception toward thriving moments, transforming adversity into appreciation catalysts. Gratitude-driven growth aligns with Stoic ideals, emphasizing its capability to transform hardship into resilient illumination. Finally, suffering is a unifying thread connecting humanity across cultural and geographical divides. Embracing this truth, the Stoics saw it as a catalyst for empathy and human bond forging. Embracing shared suffering unites individuals globally, fostering compassion and collective healing, igniting justice and social change for humanity's upliftment. In solidarity, suffering becomes an individual experience, transformed into a call for global harmony. In these ways, suffering, deeply interwoven into life's fabric, transforms from an adversary to a wise teacher, guiding us on paths of resilience, compassion, and inner freedom. As we contemplate its profound role, we hear the whispers of philosophers long past, inviting us to see suffering not as a burden, but as a beacon illuminating the path to authentic living. Through poetic reflections and midnight musings, suffering offers equal measures of challenge and grace, helping us evolve into our highest selves. In the modern world, stillness is often misconstrued as inactivity or laziness. Yet, within the Stoic tradition, stillness is honored as an act of profound reflection. To embrace stillness is to create a sanctuary within, a serene space where the relentless pace of life cannot penetrate. In such quietude, we rediscover ourselves, free from the external clamor that drowns our inner voice. Much like the silence between musical notes that brings harmony, so does stillness harmonize the human soul, offering the clarity essential for introspection and the careful sorting of inner emotions. The practice of stillness invites engagement with the moment. As we sit quietly, seeking neither distraction nor external validation, transformation begins. Stillness fosters an unfolding of the soul, allowing us to step beyond societal expectations and preconceived notions. We cease performing in a play written by others and start authoring our own narratives. In the absence of movement, possibilities reveal themselves. Stillness is a choice to pause and reflect deeply, opening doors to previously unseen potentials. Journaling accompanies this journey as a dialogue with the self. It acts as a mirror, reflecting our innermost thoughts, desires, and fears. Through each entry, we map the landscapes of our minds, isolating the paths of our worries and hopes. This act of writing captures our fleeting thoughts, solidifies nebulous ideas, and gives long overdue voice to our emotions. Journaling unravels the tangled web of our inner world, detailing coherent patterns that reveal our true nature. This vulnerability in writing allows nesting within the pages, without judgment or expectation, where the soul can articulate freely. Revisiting these entries grants hindsight, displaying growth and evolved understanding. Simultaneously, reflection distills experiences into wisdom, deepening our understanding. Through reflection, we transform life's chaotic events into coherent narratives that guide future choices. This practice of reflection invites us to scrutinize our actions, reactions, and the motivations behind them. It requires patience and honesty, improving discernment and comprehension. As we reflect, we examine the internal responses to external events, unveiling the links between stimulus and reaction. This awareness paves the way for intentional living, Meditation further anchors this journey inward, an ancient practice of focusing and calming the mind. By embarking on meditation, we voyage inward, exploring the vast landscape of consciousness overshadowed by worries and distractions. Thoughts slip quietly into the background, and we attune ourselves to our psyche's subtle currents. With each breath, we peel back the veils of illusion and pretenses, reaching deeper self-understanding. Meditation aligns mind and heart, harmonizing intentions and anchoring us in the present. The art of detachment from external outcomes, as taught by Stoicism, liberates us. In a world where control is illusory, learning detachment means refocusing on controllable aspects, our actions, reactions, and attitudes. Detachment challenges the ego's craving for recognition and validation, encouraging us to transform disappointments into growth opportunities. This reframing fosters resilience, inviting peace into chaos. On this path, we redefine success by internal metrics instead of societal standards. Traditional measures like wealth and status often leave us empty, disconnected from our true selves. Stoicism invites us to measure success through virtue, contentment, and alignment with our values. True success arises from living purposefully and authentically, where actions sync with values and peace resides within. Internal contentment triumphs over external validation, reminding us that the journey holds meaning and promise. Cultivating a positive inner dialogue enhances self-awareness and aligns thoughts with intentions. This journey involves nurturing kind, constructive inner conversations. It demands challenging self-limiting beliefs and fostering empowering affirmations. By engaging with this inner script, we raise awareness of past echoes that no longer serve us, allowing us to rewrite our narrative. Intuition, the quiet inner knowing, offers guidance beyond rational analysis. Cultivating openness to this inner voice through practices like meditation and journaling integrates the heart's wisdom with the mind's reasoning. It guides decisions that resonate with our core values, nurturing self-alignment. Nature, revered as a source of inspiration and self-discovery, provides profound lessons. It reflects life's rhythms, teaching impermanence, patience, and interconnectedness. By engaging with nature, we reconnect with our essence, aligning our heartbeat with the Earth's. Nature offers contemplation and introspection, free from the noise of human creation. Rituals serve as anchors in the journey inward, infusing meaning into our days. They are intentional acts, fostering mindfulness and awareness, transforming mundane activities into growth opportunities. Rituals provide structure, bridging intention and action, and reinforcing desired behaviors and mindsets. Solitude, initially intimidating, becomes a sanctuary for self-understanding. Unlike loneliness, solitude is a conscious withdrawal from external distractions to engage with oneself deeply. It fosters self-acceptance and the exploration of our authentic selves. Solitude, valued by Stoics for growth, cultivates clarity and resilience. Amidst external noise, the soul's whisper beckons. It transcends rationality and echoes our true desires and values. Listening to this whisper requires cultivating awareness and presence, surrendering to inner knowing. By embracing it, we live authentically, guided by an inner compass toward purpose. Embracing duality is crucial for personal growth. Stoicism teaches balance within life's polarities, recognizing that each completes the other. Darkness informs light, vulnerability enhances strength, and acknowledging duality enriches our understanding. Facing inner shadows requires courage and compassion. transforming insecurities and fears into wisdom and strength. By understanding our shadows, we dismantle self-limiting beliefs, unlocking potential and allowing self-forgiveness and acceptance to bloom. Forgiveness is essential for healing and liberation, freeing us from past mistakes and guilt. It requires vulnerability and courage, but its rewards are profound. By cultivating forgiveness, we release bitterness and invite peace and acceptance into our lives. Accepting impermanence is fundamental in Stoicism, acknowledging life's transient nature. Embracing impermanence allows us to navigate change gracefully, freeing us from past and future attachments. This acceptance enriches our appreciation of the present, fostering mindfulness and gratitude. Nature's teachings encourage humility and introspection, deepening self-awareness. By aligning with nature's wisdom, we learn to adapt and thrive amidst change. Engaging with nature fosters serenity and introspection, teaching us to appreciate life's simplicity and beauty. Embracing change is integral to growth. While it evokes uncertainty, welcoming change transforms challenges into opportunities for learning. By viewing change as an ally, not a threat, we cultivate resilience, approaching life's shifts with grace. Presence is an art, fully engaging with the moment, cultivating self-awareness and connection. It requires shedding distractions and honing attention on the now. This awareness transforms experiences into growth opportunities, aligning us with the Stoic path. Discovering inner peace arises from aligning with our true essence, transcending external circumstances. Inner peace emerges from accepting ourselves and the world without judgment. Through practices like meditation and reflection, we cultivate emotional resilience and clarity. Integration of mind, body, and soul fosters authenticity and well-being, nurturing each aspect intentionally. Through balanced practices, we create synergy, enhancing self-awareness and vitality. This aligns us with our values and purpose, enriching our lives with depth and purpose. In the gentle quiet that precedes dawn, the world is a whispered breath, inviting us to turn inward and examine the vast landscapes of the soul. Socrates, in his wisdom, once declared that the unexamined life is not worth living. These words resonate as a call to introspection, a reminder that self-inquiry is vital for a life rich with meaning and purpose. It is through this deliberate examination of our thoughts, actions, and motives that life's uncertainties transform into opportunities for clarity and deeper understanding. To engage in this reflective practice is not to criticize oneself, but to embrace a position of curiosity, a desire to know the self more intimately. In a world obsessed with speed and external achievement, pausing to reflect might seem counterproductive, yet it is in these moments of calm where our true values and desires reveal themselves. The questions we ask, what do I truly value? Why do I pursue this path? Become the compass guiding us back to authenticity. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, offers profound insight into self-reflection, urging us to look within during both tranquility and turbulence. His writings, composed in moments of solitude, teach the art of inner dialogue, a practice where thoughts are examined with gentleness and care. In these quiet conversations, we find the foundation of self-awareness, a bedrock understanding of what drives us both consciously and unconsciously. It is through this introspection that we learn to navigate the storms of life with steadiness, for the dialogue with oneself is a constant practice, anchoring us in the present moment. Engaging with these silent conversations grants us a refuge, a sacred space where our values and essence resonate gently yet powerfully. In our journey of self-examination, we come to recognize the multitude of voices that shape us. These voices, familial, cultural, societal, are storytellers weaving their narratives around the fabric of our being. Yet, true growth begins when we discern which stories align with our intrinsic beliefs and which are merely echoes of external influence. Through deliberate reflection, we begin to untangle these threads, identifying which desires and pursuits are authentically ours. As we listen to the whispers beneath our conscious thoughts, we learn to trust our voices, dissolving confusion into self-awareness. This symphony of inner dialogue harmonizes disparate notes of self, transforming our actions from a place of reactivity to one of intentionality. The act of writing, too, becomes a mirror to the soul. With each stroke of the pen, journaling offers a tangible reflection of our inner world, capturing emotions, thoughts, and desires that might otherwise drift unacknowledged. This process demands a curious mind, inviting us to confront not just triumphs, but fears and doubts. Over time, journaling becomes a chronicle, a living narrative that charts our evolving self. It is through this practice that we learn to perceive our lives as a coherent tapestry, a narrative where we are both author and reader, guided by our reflections to deeper understanding. Rituals anchor us in the present moment, providing structure for consistent self-examination. From a morning cup of tea to evening meditations, these sacred gestures punctuate our daily existence, inviting mindfulness and enriching our practice of reflection. Rituals blend the sacred with the mundane, transforming life into a canvas for contemplation. As we engage with these practices deliberately, we cultivate a mindset ripe for introspection, turning ordinary moments into opportunities for profound insight. Solitude and silence, too, offer fertile grounds for self-awareness to germinate. In solitude, we strip away external expectations, allowing our true voice to emerge unencumbered by noise. Silence, serving as both companion and catalyst, demands nothing but an openness to be. This quiet embrace facilitates an authentic engagement with the soul, providing space for intuition to flourish and clarity to replace confusion. In a world where noise often dominates, creating intentional silence becomes a radical act, a sanctuary where the soul finds its breath. Emotions, inherent to our human condition, are vital components of self-inquiry. Often feared or misunderstood, they are not disruptions, but rich landscapes to be explored. These emotional markers offer insight into our patterns and perceptions, inviting study and understanding. When we view our emotions not as obstacles, but as allies, we gain profound knowledge of our true nature. It is the denial of these emotions, not their exploration, that leads to feeling lost. Embracing the depths of our emotional landscape nourishes our journey, illuminating the paths to self-betterment. Our sense of identity, ever fluid, evolves with each experience. Accepting this dynamic nature is central to self-inquiry, recognizing that identity is less an anchor than a river, perpetually flowing and reforming with the currents of life. In observing this transformation, we meet various versions of ourselves, each a reflection of time and learning. Through this understanding, permanence shifts to adaptability, welcoming the vicissitudes of existence with resilience and grace. Acknowledging impermanence, a cornerstone in philosophies such as Stoicism and Buddhism, reveals the temporary nature of feeling lost. By examining this truth, we liberate ourselves from stagnation, realizing that both confusion and clarity are fleeting moments in the grand tapestry of life. Through awareness of impermanence, we cultivate gratitude, living with presence and purpose, harnessing change as a force for growth. Examining personal values guides the compass of our existence. These values, essential anchors amidst life's unpredictabilities, align our actions with our principles. By mapping out our core beliefs, we introduce coherence into our lives, using these values as beacons in uncertain times. This values map serves as a living document, evolving alongside us and guiding our journey with intention and integrity. Purpose, another pillar of self-examination, brings meaning to our actions and goals. It compels us to uncover what truly drives us, providing a compass for life's journey. The exploration of purpose is an unfolding process, requiring vulnerability and openness to understand our deepest aspirations. This intrinsic motivation, once illuminated, lends strength and resilience in moments of doubt or feeling lost. Courage remains essential for self-inquiry, urging us to confront fears and insecurities with honesty. In examining our vulnerabilities, we find potential for growth and healing. True courage welcomes all facets of the self, transforming vulnerability into empowerment. It is through this brave exploration that we weave clarity and resilience into our being, elevating our journey of self-discovery to greater heights. Patience, the gentle counterpart to courage, teaches us that revelations require time and reflection. This practice encourages us to linger in the questions, allowing understanding to mature naturally. It imparts wisdom on the journey of self-awareness, inviting us to savor each moment and trust the unfolding process. In patience, we learn to appreciate life without rush, trusting in the richness of continual exploration. Detachment, as practiced in Stoicism, allows us to observe self-inquiry without becoming ensnared by emotions or outcomes. This perspective fosters clarity, enabling us to step back and release attachment to judgments and expectations. Through this detachment, authentic insights emerge, revealing wisdom in observing life without bias. This practice expands our understanding, allowing us to experience the self and world from an expansive, unburdened perspective. A sanctuary, be it a physical space or a moment of stillness within a chaotic world, provides the refuge necessary for profound self-inquiry. This sacred space, free from distractions, invites introspection and truth. It offers resonance to our inner dialogues, creating avenues for discovery and transformation. In investing time in our inner world, we tap into inspiration and revelation, guiding us toward an understanding of ourselves and our evolving existence. Meditation, a practice woven through time, facilitates stillness and clarity. In its quiet embrace, we engage deeply with the present, honing our attention and awareness. This patience builds bridges between prompting questions and resonant silence, allowing insights to emerge with grace. Through meditation, the soul listens as wisdom and reflection flow into our consciousness. Buddhism, aligned with Stoic teachings, enshrines the profound benefits of detachment. By fostering non-attachment, we nurture understanding and acceptance of life's impermanence, creating space for equanimity. This approach teaches us to release the grip of identity, engaging life with a serene tranquility open to self-reflection. The self, an elaborate tapestry of experiences and interpretations, invites our curiosity and patience. By engaging with this complexity, we discover deeper insights beneath surface judgments, unraveling the fabric of our being. Embracing the contradictions inherent in our nature, we celebrate our individuality as a multifaceted identity that enriches self-awareness. Transcending the illusion of perfection embraces authenticity, recognizing that growth is rooted in imperfection. By accepting our humanity, we liberate ourselves from restrictive ideals, allowing genuine self-discovery. As Socrates counseled, acknowledging our limitations unveils the path to knowledge and self-acceptance, freeing us to be ourselves unconditionally. Vulnerability, often cloaked as weakness, emerges as a profound teacher in self-inquiry. It guides us to areas of growth and healing, prompting honesty and reflection. By embracing vulnerability, we open ourselves to intimacy with the self, empowering our journey with authentic strength. This alignment of experience and existence reveals wisdom in every exploration of self. Balancing reason and emotion facilitates a harmonious self-examination. Both facets deserve recognition, for reason dissects processes while emotion colors them with depth and context. Together, they enable a holistic exploration where knowledge and insight achieve resonance, inviting self-awareness into a life enriched with logic and empathy. Empathy enhances self-reflection by fostering understanding in relation to others. By extending empathy inward, we cultivate awareness that embraces interconnectedness. This gentle approach encourages reflection and understanding, enriching our inquiry with diverse perspectives that deepen our relationship to the self and world. Gratitude transforms self-examination by shifting focus to appreciation. It halts dissatisfaction, creating avenues for acceptance and love. Gratitude allows us to honor every aspect of our being with mindfulness, nurturing contentment, and enriching our self-exploration with depth and understanding. As our chapter comes to a close, we acknowledge the continuity of self-inquiry, an unfolding practice as life transitions. The examined life lays a foundation for resilience, meeting change with integrity and grace. Through knowledge, compassion, and understanding, we navigate complexities with intention, discovering direction, purpose, and meaning in the transformative journey of self-awareness. Human existence is a dance of transitions, marked by the inevitable ebb and flow of becoming. To feel lost is to find oneself in the midst of a transformative passage where the familiar past recedes into the mists and the future patiently awaits emergence, like a dawn yet to break. These moments, which often stir discomfort and uncertainty, are rich with the fertile possibility of transformation and rebirth. The Stoic philosophy embraces this immutable change, viewing it not as an interruption, but as an intrinsic procession in the tapestry of life. The fear that transition evokes can be paralyzing, yet it is through this liminal space that growth is truly nurtured. To become is to embark on an as-yet undefined path with courage, trusting that the seeds sown in these uncertain times will shape the quality and direction of one's future self. In the embrace of this transitional state, there lies an invitation to cultivate what truly matters to your soul. Consider and reflect upon your values, your virtues, and let them light your way in the moments that call for choice. This is the heart of the Stoic practice, a gentle reminder not to let external change warp your internal compass. It is in these interludes of life that your resilience is both tested and fortified. The key is not in rushing through this phase, but in dwelling within it purposefully, allowing its lessons to unfurl in their own time. This captures the essence of becoming, a continuous, iterative process of shaping your character and defining your journey. Life's transitions often provoke an instinctual response of panic for many, as the accompanying disorientation demands an urgent reclamation of perceived lost control. Yet, the wisdom of the Stoics illuminates a different path, not one of frenetic reaction, but of deliberate pause. When faced with tumult, the Stoic refrains from immediate action. Instead, there is a period of observation. In this pause, the murkiness has a chance to settle, granting clarity the space to emerge. Such a pause is not mere idleness, but an active engagement with the self, a patient inquiry into one's nature and circumstances. Cultivating the discipline to pause rather than panic creates a fertile ground for introspection and insight. Within this silence, you gather your thoughts and dissect the essence of your current phase, unraveling the emotions at play. Growth blossoms here, born not from a frantic scramble for answers, but from a patient quest for understanding. The space afforded by a pause becomes the realm where calm contemplation meets conscious choice, unveiling a path that is not only clearer, but also more authentic to your true self. In these pauses, the often unseen terrain of your becoming is mapped, charted with intention under the luminescence of stillness. Silence beckons introspection, and from introspection arises a clearer understanding of self. The principle of knowing oneself, a pillar in Stoic wisdom, begins with the art of listening, not to the cacophony of outer voices, but to the gentle whispers within. Trusting this inner voice is a practice that requires patience, often suffocated by the din of external noise. Yet, this internal dialogue carries the key to alignment with one's deeper truths and desires. This inner communion offers profound answers to life's most pressing questions when skillfully honed. To nurture this listening art, allocate time regularly for engaging with your inner world. Be it through meditation, silent reflection, or simply immersing yourself in nature, the goal is to journey inward. This inward turn allows for an understanding of your motivations, fears, and aspirations, untainted by external influence. By listening within, you refine the ability to discern authentic desires from fleeting impulses, grounding yourself in authenticity and enabling transitions navigated with wisdom resonant to your true essence. As mastery in this art deepens, becoming is not a singular event, but an eternal dialogue of discovery and growth. Contrary to common misconceptions, vulnerability embodies not weakness, but profound strength. The admittance of being lost is in itself an acceptance of vulnerability. Such openness allows the Stoic to embrace whatever life conveys without resistance, inviting opportunities for learning and growth. Vulnerability cultivates resilience, requiring the courage to recognize fear and uncertainty, subsequently transforming them into allies rather than adversaries. By acknowledging what you do not know or fear, you carve space for wisdom and strength to take root. Vulnerability paves the way for authentic connection, first with oneself and then with others. In confronting one's vulnerabilities, you acknowledge your limitations and fragilities, permitting deeper engagement with the world around you. In turn, others are drawn to this honesty, creating a shared understanding that fortifies communal ties. The Stoic philosophy thrives on such connectedness, reminding us that the journey of becoming, while deeply personal, is inherently relational. In vulnerability lies the bridge between the isolated I and the collective we, a pathway to greater purpose and fulfillment, guiding your transforming journey. Becoming involves acknowledging the impermanent nature of existence. The Stoic view of life embraces the idea of transience. Moments, successes, challenges, even life itself is in a constant state of flux. This acceptance of impermanence is not an exhortation to despair, but a call to fully relish the present. Recognizing life's fleeting nature provides solace, understanding that current pains are not everlasting, and joy is to be savored in its ephemeral presence. By embracing impermanence, you release the desperate hold that results in suffering, living instead with open hands rather than clenched fists, allowing experiences to flow without identity attachment. This perspective strengthens resilience, filling gaps left by loss or change with hope and renewed ambition. Impermanence guides us into practicing gratitude, patience, and mindfulness, turning the transient beauty of each moment into a wellspring of vitality. This deepening embrace of impermanence enriches your experience of becoming, for life lived deeply and gracefully. A profound peace is found in acceptance, the Stoic mind calmly acknowledging what cannot be changed and optimally channeling focus onto what can. Acceptance lies at the heart of becoming, demarcating the boundary between what is within your control and what lives beyond it. Acceptance is not passive surrender. It is active engagement with reality as it exists, not as it is desired. Recognizing your power's limits cultivates a serenity, embracing life's uncertainties. Through acceptance, you liberate yourself from the futile struggle against the inevitable, freeing energy for meaningful endeavors, reinforcing your ability to act with clarity and intention. This simple yet profound act heightens growth, opening doors to opportunities reflecting inner peace rather than external turbulence. Acceptance transforms resistance-flushed confusion into purposeful advancement, navigating life with grace and wisdom. Detachment from outcomes, a principle shared by Stoic and Eastern philosophies, centers on the freedom from outcome dependency. To truly become, concentrate on the effort, not the end. This does not imply apathy. It signifies full commitment to the process, valuing each journey step over destination. Detachment permits joy and satisfaction in striving, untethering dependence on the winds of outcome. Detaching from outcomes liberates from social comparison and self-doubt, allowing grace in both success and failure. This fosters resilience, enabling adaptability to life's changes with poise. Practicing detachment is liberation, granting courage for authentic actions and allowing potential to flow continuously in a cycle of discovery and engagement with life's fluidity. In the heart of becoming is the enduring foundation of love, self-love and love for others. Love acts as a compass, soothing and guiding through uncertainty. It nurtures empathy, compassion, and patience, virtues indispensable for transformation. Grounding yourself in love builds resilience to withstand challenges, cultivating an inner world where growth and healing flourish. Nurturing love dismantles fear and insecurity, encouraging courage to face shadows and faults with gentleness. Love deepens the connection with others, affirming the shared human experience woven into your journey. As you embrace love, growth turns into a joyous, interconnected journey, affirming that transition does not mean solitude. Through love, your journey intertwines with the universal human fabric, infusing life with meaning and fulfillment. Intention shapes the journey of becoming, acting as the quiet architect of personal transformation. Intentions set clear alignments between actions and values, creating a path amidst chaos. This clarity channels energies into beneficial pursuits and ambitions, aligning output with genuine matters rather than fleeting impulses. Cultivating intention involves reflection and adaptation. It is a dynamic process, flexible to life's shifts, rather than rigidly fixed. Intention does not constrain, but rather provides a framework for authentic actions, gently pulling you toward your aspirations. Anchored in intention, your becoming transcends reactive gestures, unfolding into a dance of purpose. Contemplating life as a journey rather than a destination embodies the philosophy of becoming. The rich process of experience, full of lessons, molds character rather than achieving transient goals. Appreciating the journey refocuses from endpoints to life's rich tapestry, becoming an evolving narrative of discovery, depth, and meaning. This journey-centric view fosters patience and presence, anchoring in the now while appreciating the unfolding path. Instead of dismissing setbacks or accomplishments as mere measures, they weave into life's rich narrative, contributing to the fullness of becoming. Facing uncertainty cultivates resilience in becoming. Under uncertainty's shadow, you nurture resolve, facing the unknown with steady trust in navigating ambiguity. This courage is the choice to move beyond fear, using uncertainty as a self-discovery catalyst. Building resilience involves seeing challenges as growth opportunities and nurturing openness for change. It strengthens your capacity to endure life's ebbs and flows. Resilience becomes a vessel that carries you forward, ensuring continual progress on your journey, enriched through challenges and powered by uncertainty. Reflection is the cyclical journey underlying becoming. Inward exploration processes thoughts, emotions, experiences, deriving wisdom. Reflective practice deepens self-understanding, aligning motives with life's creation. This ongoing dialogue is foundational to the Stoic path, offering clarity to shape a meaningful direction. Intentional reflection converts experiences into lessons, fostering discernment and self-awareness through examining past actions and emotions. This iterative reflection realigns incisively with values and goals, enriching personal growth continually. Forgiveness becomes a liberating force, essential on the path of becoming, releasing past grievances and regrets chains. Forgiveness recognizes imperfections and extends grace, aligning with Stoic acknowledgement of limitations, offering clemency without condoning wrongs. As forgiveness manifests, it untethers from past weights, creating healing space. This internal freedom renews gracious journeys ahead, crafting narratives enriched and enlightened by potential, unburdened by shadows, embracing new beginnings. Patience stands vital in the journey of becoming, allowing growth that avoids hasty leaps. Embracing the slow unfolding of genuine transformation honors your rhythm, fostering resilience ready for challenge's temporary discomfort in return for long-term satisfaction. Patience offers trust in becoming's process, acknowledging current effort's future fruition. It becomes a gift of time, permitting experiences to mature into wisdom, guiding your path stable and resolute through change. Wisdom from past teachings offers valuable counsel in becoming, drawing upon Stoic, Buddhist, existential philosophy. These texts resonate with contemporary struggles, illuminating pathways obscured by doubt or fear, enriching personal understanding. Drawing from these wisdom wells nurtures collective human connection and offers solace and insights, supporting your journey of becoming. Their insights anchor your quest, offering perspectives, enhancing self-understanding, and allowing guidance for others. Solitude becomes essential in the art of becoming, offering introspection, and renewal's sacred space. Alone, the world's noise subsides, making room for personal insight. Solitude creates a sanctuary for valuing contemplation, aligning awareness with intentions and aspirations, transforming retreat into communion. Engaging solitude dedicates time away from daily distractions, allowing peace-building and clarity deviance. Such time becomes an abundant ground for creativity, a wellspring of becoming's insight, guiding paths forward with authenticity. Navigating becoming is a delicate dance of balance, requiring a deft harmony between life's demands. Balance creates wholeness, where inner and outer worlds coalesce, nurturing resilience and ensuring life's shifts do not tilt into imbalance. Balancing life's components cultivates an integrated narrative, fostering both joy and progress through interconnectedness. Learning this dance becomes a powerful tool, enhancing joy, fulfillment, and life's nuanced beauty. Inner peace emerges as a foundation of authentic self-evolution, nurturing tranquility amid chaos. Stoic calm allows thoughtful over impulsive responses, with tranquility not seeking conflict absence, but calm within its storm. Practicing mindfulness, meditation, and nature immersion cultivates inner peace, enriching becoming's journey from within, not external circumstances. Inner tranquility confirms peace's self-cultivation, a continual choice with each inhalation. Letting go liberates, central in becoming, involving release from limits bound to old patterns. Stoicism's principle of impermanence finds resonance here, encouraging essential freedom from past attachments to embrace renewal. Letting go is honoring was, integrating it peacefully within what is, creating life anew, resilient with openness for fresh experiences, enriching becoming's journey through understanding empathy. Community becomes a cornerstone in becoming, bolstering growth, resilience, and connection. Shared human experience transforms solitary endeavors to enriched narratives of mutual understanding. Community dialogue offers perspectives and shared learning, anchoring the journey in shared resilience, intertwining personal growth with collective experience, celebrating milestones within community. Creativity fuels becoming's journey, sparking innovation. Creativity permeates life, inviting open-minded approaches that see challenges as opportunities, engaging curiosity without fearing failure. Creativity cultivates adaptability and an interwoven discovery tapestry, enhancing growth and connecting worlds deeply. Each creative step leads to new becoming passages, evolving paths forward. Nature serves as a profound ally for becoming, containing life's cycles of growth, learning, and rebirth. Immersion fosters perspective, grounding and humbling, guiding through the beauty of persistence. Connecting with nature nurtures interdependence awareness, reflecting life's transformative processes. Nature serves as a timeless teacher, guiding your path, intertwining your journey within existence's grand tapestry. Gratitude shapes becoming, shifting focus from absence to presence. Stoicism values gratitude for nurturing positivity against adversity, heightening joy, contentment, and resilience. Daily gratitude practice nurtures humility, appreciating life's elements holistically and cultivating optimism. Gratitude infuses becoming's journey with richness, elevating present and future existence. Becoming is an ever-evolving learning process, transforming experiences into wisdom's foundation. Stoicism upholds learning in sculpting character, developing deeper personal growth through experiential integration. Integration crystallizes experiences into life's narrative, propelling wisdom building and enhancing experiences. valuing becoming as a continuous enrichment path shaping wiser futures. In conclusion, becoming is an endless dance, not a final position, but perpetual growth, constantly navigating life's fluid beauty, guided by wisdom and discovery, echoing the Stoic refrain that what is within shapes what beautifully emerges without.